Now meow.
Meow.
That was actually a pretty good one.
Wobble.
Thank
Welcome
you.
back to Fallout Broken Souls.
Meow.
I am your DM for tonight's event. And these are my lovely players.
Yay, we're lovely.
Yay.
Yay, we're doomed.
It's alright, even if we are, I already have another character back as a backup.
Oh my.
Oh dear.
It helps to be prepared.
Steve is like, damn it, not this group too. Oh, okay,
Not
bring in the
you
next
too.
match.
God damn it, Blazer. Blazer is unimaginably fast.
Blazer is on point.
Wow. How to split this kitchen. I like it.
We regret everything.
I don't.
Yep.
That should be our
Yeah.
tagline.
You're going to anyway. Any hoozle. Last time on Fallout Broken Souls, the party awoke. No, the party decided to spend the night at the Order of the Sacred Flame and found out at least a little bit of the level of intensity that the training regiment of the Order has. They watched apparently a guy with a death wish challenge Father Ezekiel to a fist fight, or to a fight, and Ezekiel...
Went better for him than expected.
Yeah, but Ezekiel wasn't trying to hurt the kid, so...
Yeah, but still, we expected him to get more wrecked than he did.
Yeah.
I mean, he still got wrecked, but not as quick as we expected.
And with that, the party took the new unit of trainees along with Dom, one of the archangels, and headed over to the subway station. On the way, they hit a rad blizzard, which forced them to go into a building and sleep it out. And thanks to some very good rolls, no one has to see if they have
Endurant enough.
Yeah. That being said, I need to list the names of the people here. Thank you. So, the first watch, as always, is Oswin, Clark, right?
Yeah, that's generally it, I believe.
Yes. Sorry, I was slurping up pasta. Yeah.
Okay. You will be on watch with Neil and Jaden. Neil being the crow, I believe I said he was, and Jaden being the guy with the Cloudbuster sword, the massive fuck off sword.
Right, the one bigger than him.
Yeah. He doesn't even holster it out his back because it doesn't fit. He just carries it around. And they're very diligent about the watch. Actually, probably more so than you guys are. That being said,
I don't doubt that.
That being said, though, they take turns taking care of weaponry. Jaden, polishes and sharpens his sword, make sure the weight's good, and then he puts that aside next to him, so if something happens, he can immediately pick it up. And he disassembles his rifle, checks it, cleans it, and reassembles it surprisingly fast. Like, he takes it apart and puts it back together in about 2 minutes flat.
Being able to take apart and put back together weapons is classic military training.
Also, Shepard did that last night.
And also probably turns Thren on a little bit.
And thought
We
that.
all know that Thren has a thing.
What'd you say, Dally?
I hadn't thought about that.
We all know that Thren has a type.
I mean, we know she already likes Mary in her special hands, but can't Shepard have some special hands? And so
I'll let you herd me.
um, so he does that. He cleans up, takes care of it, and then he is very diligent on the watch while Neil does the same with his weaponry, which who Clark and Osmond find out is he has apparently really thin sheets of metal between his feathers on his wings
Ooh,
that,
cool.
that are like roughly the shape of feathers and the size of his feathers.
I feel like Crane had that and has his weapon in Kung Fu Panda, but I can't remember.
He did have something along those lines.
Oh, really?
But he may have just used his wings right out.
Yeah, I didn't think he had weapons. But yes, he takes them out individually, polishes and sharpens them, makes them good, and then puts them back. And then when he's probably got about 30 or 40 pieces within his wings.
One of those rare occasions in which polishing your sword is not a euphemism.
It is for Clark.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yes.
Everything is a euphemism for Clark. Jinx, Eli.
Yeah.
And then, he takes care of his rifle. The rifles are roughly the same. It's the like the blades that appear, quite different. Is there anything you two wanted to do to interact with these guys?
There's nothing in particular Osmond's doing besides keeping watch of her egg.
It is warm.
I mean, Clark will be polite and everything, and if spoken to, he'll talk to them and be nice and everything. But he's just kind of chilling right now. He's not really interested in making small talk.
He's chilling.
He's making sure that he stays warm against Oswald.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. And so that watch passes.
Like
and then
a Clark do.
Yep. And then it's Pulse. Yeah, Pulse and Claire, and you're on watch with Sylvia and the Ghoul, and they go through the same process. Sylvia takes out what appears to be like a hook with like a weight, a hook with a rope with a counterweight on the end, and she takes care of her weapon and then disassembles her rifle.
I love hook weapons. Why have I never made a character with one?
And then the Ghoul, which I'm just gonna name after his creator, Aaron, because I can't remember the nickname that Aaron gave him, or the name that Aaron gave him. Aaron.
With an A or an E?
A.
Right.
Aaron. He has a hammer, which is just like a one-handed hammer. It doesn't look too fancy, but it works. By the way, for those of you that have worked on blades before, so Claire and Clark, you notice that these weapons are much higher quality than yours. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, yours would probably be a 2. These would probably be a 4. So
they've had more practice at it.
Yeah. But they look like they could be a threat to something with a gun. So, and is there anything y'all want to do to interact with this lot?
Not really.
This may be the last time you ever get to see him. Not foreshadowing or nothing.
No.
Hey, I cannot control the dice. That is up to the gods. Like, I have no intention of killing them. I'm just saying.
Pulse will make small talk.
Hatter, you're being an asshat and you know it.
I am being an ass.
We have no plans to kill them, but the dice roll as they will.
Sylvia seems nicer than usual. Like, she's not being snooty or, like, the popular girl. She's, she's pretty cool. She's
Sort
making.
of Regina George on the lacrosse team.
I don't know that reference.
Mean Girls.
I haven't seen it.
I genuinely think you'd like it.
Yeah, it would be great if you watched it because it's great.
Okay.
Get
then.
in, loser.
Anyways.
We're going shopping.
Now I know that reference, but
Yeah.
yeah, she's nicer, and she doesn't even seem all that snooty. At the moment, at least at the moment, but yeah, maybe the training kind of got her in line, I suppose, would be a apt phrase. But yeah, she seems genuinely nice, and she chats with you.
For people who've been at the top of everything for most of their life, depending on how they handle it, being around people who just plain aren't afraid of them can be really good for their behavioral issues.
There's actually a scene that I have that you didn't get to see where the elephant guy who you saw quit kind of stood up to Ezekiel, and Ezekiel's is like, try. It didn't end well for him.
Now that's what we call the elephant in the room.
Yeah, so she seems genuinely nice. She's actually interested in your augmentations. And how you got them, and if you tell her, like, what happened, she is, like, genuinely sorry and, like, tries to change the subject.
Okay.
I mean, if it's clear that you're, like, uncomfortable with it, she'll try and change the subject. I'm not sure how Pulse feels about the incident.
Don't think she wants to talk about it too much.
Okay, I was gonna say, I don't know I don't know Pulse all that well, but, like, I don't think she would be nonchalant about being blown in half.
Yeah.
It's just not something you're like, it's whatever. It was a Tuesday.
It's not really something you just kind of brush off.
Yeah.
Even with excellent new parts, a part of you is still gone.
Yeah, and I don't know. Pulse, are the cybernetics, like, connected to another system so you can kind of feel things, or are there
Yep.
sensors? Okay, so there are sensors on the arms that she can
It's
feel.
not exactly the same.
Yeah, it's not the same.
She doesn't really feel pain the same way, because, of course, that would be inconvenient.
Yeah, I mean, you probably get a warning like, hey, that's a bad idea, you should probably move your arm, but
Mm-hmm.
not exactly like, ow, pain. What's the point of building a robot that feels pain? Sorry, I binge watch all of Dragon Ball Z abridged.
Yep.
Oh, you think you're being cute, bitch? I'm adorable. Anyway, so yeah, nice conversations. Even though she's she's actually legit having a full conversation with you, she's still very, she's, like, very good at both able to talk to you and keeping watch at the same time.
Multitask.
Yeah. It's like they do this a lot.
It's almost like this is their job or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait.
And that leaves, the last watch,
Juden Thren.
Juden Thren. You get the only single person from the group, Dom, who watches with you. Dom kind of does the same thing. He, checks his chakrams. He takes them off, polishes them, looks them over, and then fixes his rifle. His rifle looks significantly better than the other ones. But
Jude. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Jude will decide to join in and polish cash and check.
You can tell that his rifle is significantly better, but it appears more that it's significantly better because of personal modifications. Like
His rifle is better than cash and check.
No, not cash and check, but like it's better than the other people's rifles.
Okay, I was about to say, because I think that's a matter of opinion.
Yeah, that's a matter of opinion. But like he's got like personal modifications on them that make his rifle better than the others. But like, because he knows how he fights and whatnot.
Jude whistles softly and says, "Ain't never seen a boomstick quite like that."
Kind of looks down at it.
I ain't exactly an expert, but looks like a real fancy one.
Thanks. He like fiddles with his magazines, which he's got that military magazine where one's taped to the other one upside down.
Ah.
So he can quick reload. He also has like a special sight on it, and he's got a grip on the end so he can stabilize it. Which all of it looks like very like handmade.
Jude just smiles softly and says, "I admit I always been a bit more of a straightforward type. After a couple experiences, I'm branching out a little."
Oh, and then he takes off one of his shotguns. So that's what these are for.
His what?
One of his shotguns.
That's long range.
He just like he not like full on throw, but he does like toss it with a significant like how you would hard throw a frisbee and just sails across the room and sinks halfway into the brick.
Fancy.
Hey, careful! We don't want to disrupt the insulation we put up.
Oh, yeah, knock it off.
Yes, ma'am. Can't remember if they're pronounced chakrams or chakrams.
I'd guess chakrams, but it's just a guess.
It varies between person to person. They're both correct.
Okay.
I know that for chakra, it's chakra, but
yeah, chakram.
Chakram is different.
So yes, he retrieves his blade and then sits back down. Probably halfway through the night, he pulls out what appears to be some form of a locket. He opens it up and looks down at it.
Got some emotional ties.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. I got 2 boys off being taken care of someplace else. Think about them every day. And I hope I'm doing right by them.
Well, at least you know what you fight for.
Yeah.
Trinity nods towards the locket. They why you joined?
Yeah.
No longer with us?
Yeah. With his mom, too.
Sorry to hear that.
She gets up and goes to sit next to him and just puts a hand on his shoulder.
He accepts it. You can see the locket, and it's because this is the wasteland. You don't have pictures. It's the kid cartoon drawing of like 2 people next to each other holding hands.
Jude just smiles sadly.
I lost people, but I ain't ever lost anyone that close. I'm sorry. Can't imagine what it's like.
It's not easy.
I don't reckon so. At the risk of sounding glib, I hope I don't never have to go through it.
Yeah. Don't really forget it.
Well, no, you're not meant to.
We've done a lot of good.
Yeah.
But I think I'd trade it all away just to be with him one more time.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
I think I can understand that.
I feel that way.
Thren looks a little distractible. She pats Dom on the arm, and she's going to get up and start kind of walking the perimeter, rubbing at her arms to keep warm as she goes.
Okay.
Jude will chit chat with Dom.
Once you start like chit chatting with him, he'll put away the locket and converse
Like,
with you.
If Dom wants to and thinks it would be therapeutic, Jude would talk with them about their kid.
You find out. I mean, he'll talk about his kid. It doesn't seem that therapeutic. But he will talk about him. He'd be about 15 by now, actually. So it's been a couple of years. It's been several years. And that they were in a small little town on the border of the ruins. They were on the city side, but they were on the border, and beetlemen had nested nearby and were taking people, and they took the boy.
Glad you found Zeke after that, then. A lot of people in your situation go to folks like Lazarus. I don't blame them, but...
A lot of people in my situation go to Ezekiel. That's why we joined the Order. You're not good at reason to fight. Some more personal than the others. And that he actually looks over at the Volties.
As in, the way he's looking at them, he is insinuating that they also have a personal reason, or that they don't?
That they don't. They're trying to survive. But they're not like...
Thren looks over at him. You know, a lot of them lost people when the Scolipede attacked, right?
Yeah. I'm sure some of them joined because of it.
They got their reasons too. It's the wasteland, man. Everyone's lost someone.
And unless either of you want to continue a conversation with them.
Nope.
Trinity is hugging her bear.
From sitting down, you can basically see most of the room anyway, so you don't have to walk around all that much.
Thren is, though, just because she wants to.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah, most of the watch, air quotes, is actually listening, because no window, you covered all the windows, and it's so the air wouldn't escape, so it's mostly just listening for strange noises.
Are there any, or is it just the sound of the wind
the wind and the snow?
Mm-hmm.
Andrea, were you trying to say something? Okay, sorry, I just thought I saw your mouth moving. Minder.
Trinity is also keeping an eye on the
Jesus.
radiation levels. What?
Blazer again.
God damn, you're fast.
Patriot Landing subway station. You shouldn't come here.
Fair. But yeah, Thren's using her Pip-Boy to keep an eye on the radiation levels.
They increase by first roll of the day. Let's see how it does. Increase by 7.
Meanwhile, Jude's just like lol rads.
Yeah, it increases by 7 over the night. So it's actually pretty good.
Okay.
Actually, no, hold on. My bad. That's actually less than what you usually get. So, no, actually, no, it's about the same. Yeah, no, okay. So, yeah, 7 over the night. At least for you. which you don't
I mean,
you
she's
wouldn't
like
know
she's
why
keep,
it changes.
there's a Geiger counter on the, or is there not a Geiger counter on the Pit Boy? I might just be
There is.
misremembering. So she's kind
No,
of
there
keeping
is.
an eye on the ambient radiation levels.
Yeah. Yeah. And especially when walking around the room, if you pay attention to that, it's all about the same everywhere.
Mhm.
So you increase by 7, and you don't see a reason why they wouldn't also increase by 7.
Okay. Paying attention to this, but no need to bust out the Radaway just yet.
Yeah, the only person that could even the only people that could even afford use it is Jude and Clark, effectively.
Yep.
Hey, anywho, and you can all wake up. Andrea. Yawn, smacks Clark in the face. Sorry.
Good. Thren, is there a way to look outside? Yes.
Yeah, you'd have to remove some of the covering of one of the windows, but yes, you can.
Thren's going to look outside and see how we're doing.
It's a winter wasteland.
But are we snowed in? Can we still get out okay? Is it still snowing?
It's no longer snowing. And there is some snow. You'll have to dig around a little bit to get the door open, but aside from that, you can crunch through the snow pretty effectively.
Jude frowns deeply and says, "Well, now what in the hell are we supposed to do?"
It's like a toxic Christmas out there. At least it's not snowing.
Will horses be okay going through it?
That's what I'm worried about.
Hey, Jude, maybe we could install a plow or something on Handy.
Yeah, I could see us doing that.
Let me go and take a look at this. Oh, what? Yeah, Oswin?
I don't know how you would attach a plow to horses.
No, to
On
Handy.
Handy, not the horses.
Actually, it seems that horses actually deal surprisingly well in winter conditions.
Threnody, though, is worried about whether the snow is still toxic.
Are you gonna reach out, try and find some snow?
She's gonna go outside and check.
You are gonna have a slight increase of radiation, but it's gonna be about 2 rads. No, let's say 5 rads an hour.
Okay. She comes back in and reports this to the others. So the snow's still radioactive. But it's not as bad as when it was falling.
That's good to know.
I think trying to protect the horses by ploughing the snow out of the way is a good idea if we can manage it, though.
Yeah.
Alright. Pulse, let's you and I get to work on that.
Thren is going to start checking over everyone, including the Order folks who came along, just to make sure they're all okay.
Oswin's gonna keep an eye on all the pets, double checking them.
And, Jude, should I roll something?
What was you doing again?
Helping out Pulse with the, Mr. Handy plow.
Building it? Can roll construction.
Okie dokie. Give me 1 second. Oh. Well, Jude's no help.
Actually, Oswin, roll me nature. 11. You vaguely recall reading somewhere that horses are fine with snow.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually just looked that up. Apparently, horses do fine in the snow unless it's super thick.
Okay, but remind me, are the horses immune to radiation?
That, on the other hand,
Yeah, that's
what we're worried
mainly
about.
my concern.
Oh, okay.
We're not worried about the cold. We're worried about the rats.
Yeah. Okay. No, they're not immune to radiation.
Yeah, that's why Threnody was saying, yeah, actually a plan might be a good idea.
Okay. Yeah. 31. You can build a plow. It's not
Jude
gonna...
is no help.
Yeah, Jude's not. You can build a plow onto Mr. Handy, who is glad to do it.
Now you're a Mr. Plowy.
I almost want the Mr. Handy to be like snarky, be like, that is not my designation.
It is now, bucko.
Their designation is MX Handy.
MX Handy?
Yeah, Mux.
Mixter Handy?
Mix Handy. Mux is the gender neutral equivalent of Mr. and Ms.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Someone actually, one of Dave's friends got their credit card changed, and they're gender neutral, so they got their credit card with the honorific Mux, and they were really happy about it, and I'm like, that's so cool, because it has an X in it, and X is just automatically makes everything cooler.
It's
And
MX?
yes, that's objectively true.
Yes, MX.
Okay. How's it pronounced?
Mix.
I believe it's Mux or Mix, something like that.
Okay,
Ellen, do
that's
you know
cool.
how it's
I like that.
pronounced?
Nope.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay. So, yes, you can do this. You still have to kind of dig your way out of the door first, but aside from that, it'll be fine. And you can go on your way. And you actually have to travel a couple of hours to get to the landing. Is there anything you want to do on the way?
Annoy the GM?
Jingle bells, that is rolling lady egg.
Who are these heroes you speak of? I only know the Silver Shroud.
Threnody is sitting in the cart, clutching her teddy and also the radio, and looking like she wants to radio people, but trying to not, basically. It's like, stop. She's basically trying to persuade herself to stop worrying about people, and it's not working.
Clark wanders over and snuggles up to Threnody.
She snuggles him back distractedly.
What's up?
Sorry, Hatter?
Where is Thren in all of this?
We're traveling in the cart.
cart.
Are we traveling in the cart right now?
I suspect so.
Then Thren is in the back of the cart, yes.
Okay.
Why do you ask?
Yeah.
No reason.
I'm just... It getting cold and all, I'm worried about the folks up in Emerald Hills. Well, more specifically, I'm worried about the Empire. See, it's their... They haven't been living here long, it's probably their first winter away from home, they're used to the heat, and the Chandri is used to this, we have the... we've grown accustomed to it somewhat. I mean, it still sucks when it gets really cold, but we've got the boiler when we can get it working, and I'm just...
And we all know the Empire don't wear shirts.
They wear... Threnody looks flustered.
I think that's Thren's favorite part about the Empire.
Threnody wears a turtleneck. She slowly is unrolling the collar and just pulling it up over her face.
Clark smiles and he goes, "It's okay, Thren. That's my favorite part of him too."
You're all the worst.
Threnody is not here right now. She's in Sweater Town.
Yes.
Clark sighs, smiles, and says, "Thren, I'm sure they're fine. I mean, they may not be used to dealing with the cold, but they
are big, burly, tough guys for the most part.
Yeah, they're survivors, and they've gotten kind of alliance.
All muscly and in uniform.
Jude I'm trying to do something helpful here, Jude.
Thren has
So am I.
Thren has rolled up the neck of her turtleneck over her eyes now. She's just withdrawing further and further into her neck, into her shirt.
Eventually, her entire head will be eaten by her turtle sweater. Her turtleneck.
All will be left is hair.
Yes.
Oh. Just hair
single-
sprouting out of the top.
A single strand of blue and white dyed hair.
But anyways, so yeah, Clark says, what was I saying?
You're trying to reassure Threnody while Jude is being unhelpful.
Jude is being very helpful, excuse you.
I mean, this is
because-
making Threnody feel warmer, I guess.
I mean, it is warm in one place.
And it's definitely fuzzy inside.
Oh my fucking god!
So Clark,
Bitch, you don't know my life. Sorry.
no, it's you don't know my life, bitch.
I'm paraphrasing.
Anyways, so Clark is like, as I was saying, shooting a look at Jude. They may not be used to the cold, but they're still survivors. They're still tough, and they still know what they're doing. And anyways, they have an alliance with Emerald Hills and whatnot, and there's no way the folks at the Chandri would let them freeze to death. They'll be fine.
Yeah, you're right. She slowly slides the radio back into her bag, but is still clutching her teddy bear.
And plus, you gotta imagine that if nothing else, they can all just share body heat.
Thren vanishes the rest of the way into her turtleneck.
Clark goes, there's a pretty picture.
Yeah, a whole bunch of warm, bulky bodies all tangled up together.
I wonder if they fuck each other.
You guys are really unprofessional.
Yes, Clark, that
Professional
is
stream.
what we were implying. Well done.
Okay, but consider for a moment that Jude's actually being, I mean, like, not subtle, but, like, not directly saying it, and then there's Clark that's just like, yeah, I wonder if...
Yeah.
Clark-
And that's why Jude responded with, yes, Clark, that is what we was getting at. Well done.
Clark smirks a bit. And he goes, what are you talking about, Thren? We're totally professional.
Oh. You're making me miss Belisarius, and that's not fair.
Yeah, it's not fair because I have Oswin, and yeah, it's not fair.
We're assholes.
We're all
The
assholes.
the head-shaped lump inside Threnity's sweater nods.
Oswin sends Kevin to fetch Clark so she can have a snuggle while she's driving.
Oh.
Fetch.
Don't send Kevin.
Send Kevin.
Kevin is send.
What are you sending Kevin to do?
Does it
Clark.
matter? Kevin's gonna do his own thing.
So Oswin can have a snuggle while she's driving.
Clark flails and leaps out of the cart.
No. There's a moment. Like, where is Kevin? Would be in the covered cart. So Kevin just like gets up, like he does that thing where like you don't see his legs unfold. You just see his body go up and his legs are there.
Yeah.
He turns around, goes like step, is like inches from behind Clark's head.
As I said, Clark flails, scrambles, and leaps out of the cart and into a pile of snow.
Clark, get back in here!
The bird!
Threnody,
I'll be happy to give you the bird. Get back in here.
Threnody has emerged from her sweater and pulls Clark back into the cart.
Clark is wet and freezing.
Oh, Christ. That's
I'm
it.
fine.
She grabs a blanket and starts using it to towel them off, then says, go share body heat with your girlfriend, fiance, do it, go. She points.
But I was gonna play dollies with you.
We can do that later. You're freezing, go hug Oswin.
Okay.
She deserves to be made cold after sending Kevin back here.
As Clark passes by Kevin heading over to Oswin, he goes, "Fuck you, Kevin."
His head. Wait, where is Clark in this?
He's walking past Kevin on his way to go sit by Oswin.
Kevin is in your seat when you say this. He's just looking at you.
But
Oswin just takes one hand, scoops
he
him up,
gets
and
up.
puts her on her head.
He gets up, puts a single foot in Oswin's lap, and then the other foot, and then sits down in Oswin's lap.
Clark goes, "Oh, no. I'm not sitting next to you with that bird nearby."
Kevin leans over and pecks the seat twice.
Sit
Clark
your
goes,
$5 ass down before I make bird change.
Sit your $5 ass down before I make bud seed.
Clark goes, "Hey, Kevin, I think Threnody could use some company back there."
Fuck you, Clark!
He leans over and looks at Threnody.
Threnody glares at the bird.
We absolutely could use no company back here. We are quite alone, and we quite prefer it that way.
Kevin, go sit on CJ, please.
For
What
a
was that?
second, I was thinking CJ from Tangaroo. I mean,
No, what did Oswin say?
CJ is
She
one of the
asked
horses,
Kevin
right?
to go and sit on CJ.
One of the horses.
He looks over at CJ, and then back at you, like you what?
You what, mate?
She just kind of pulls out of her pocket like a piece of a treat and is like, "I'll give you this if you go and sit on CJ."
Would you do it for a Kevin snack?
He looks at you like no. Like you must be joking.
Do not have
Do
to
it
do
all.
this.
Do it or I'll wring your scrawny fucking neck.
He
Oi!
he leans to the side and looks straight at Jude.
Hey, Kevin, I think saying that they don't want you back there, in my experience, that's their way of saying they love you and they want you there.
He slowly turns his head to you, and it happens to as he turns his head, his head slowly comes in closer to you, so his beak is like an inch away from your face, and his one leg comes out past the seat next to Oswin.
Oh my god!
And then comes back.
Sit your ass down.
He's just glaring at you.
Clark stares and is too scared of Kevin to protest anymore, and finally sits next to Oswin.
Kevin stands up. His body is now at height level of Oswin. He takes a step over into your lap, and a foot into your lap, and then sits down.
Okay.
This fucking bird, man.
Clark, you fucking candy ass.
The bird is out to get me, Jude.
So get it back.
Have you seen Clark? The bird will annihilate him. I'm pretty sure the bird could take you, Jude.
Jude looks genuinely offended.
Oh my god.
Thren doesn't take it back.
That bird couldn't take me. I'd make fucking Thanksgiving dinner out of that thing.
Don't you hurt Kevin!
Kevin's hurting group morale.
Kevin nuzzles into Clark's cheek, and then curls up into a little furry ball.
Feathery ball.
Feathery ball, sorry.
No, it's fur. He's a polymorph.
Oh my god. Clark, look, like there's a slight drop of sweat on Clark's forehead. He looks at Oswin and he says in a very high-pitched voice, "What's happening?"
finally warming up to you.
No, this is part of his evil plan, Osmond.
What can I do to fuck with Clark? I know. Act nice.
Threnody is staring, going,
Is
the
this
fuck is that bird's game?
Hunter? Is this my punishment? Is this my punishment, Hunter?
Instead of a
Okay,
straight answer, Bucky, what you will get is evil laughter.
Hunter,
Yes.
will you at least tell me when the punishment has happened?
I'll tell you at the end of the session if it's happened.
Okay.
Because honestly, I'm not sure if it has yet.
For the listeners out there, I've had all my DMs, I've asked them to give me a task before each session, and if I don't complete it before game time, they may do horrible, horrible things to my characters.
I still maintain this is not a punishment.
Shh.
No, you shh.
Anyway. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about here. Anyways, so yeah, Clark says to Oswald, he's just like, he's not warming up to me. This is part of his evil plan.
His whole
No
body
plan
just
to
kind of
do what?
nuzzles into your stomach.
The bird's out to get me, Oswin.
Just relax. He's not out to get you.
He is, Oswin. I saw him fist bump the ferret.
I forgot about that.
How many drugs are you on, Clark?
I am not on drugs.
Clearly you're on something. The bird is not out to get you. The ferret is not out to get you. None of these animals are out to get you.
No, not all of them. Just the ferret and the bird, man.
I don't know about Axel, but I can kind of corroborate, yeah, Kevin's out to fucking get him.
See, Threnody believes me.
And as Clark's
That's
medic...
because Trinity was your doctor.
As Clark's
Trinity
medic, I
believes
can
everything
confirm...
you say.
I can confirm, as Clark's medic, he's not actually on any drugs right now. Except for, like, Radaway.
I am not at liberty to comment.
What do you mean, Pulse?
She's one of the animals. She knows the plan.
Pulse?
Okay, maybe Pulse is out to get you, but...
Trinity massages her
Birds out
temples.
to get-
No killing other team
I
members.
promise not to tell.
Pulse.
This is how you decide your sense of humor is going to be. Okay.
Guys, Sren believes me. She knows the bird's out to get me.
Clark, don't drag me too far into this or they'll start doubting my credibility.
What? And he just looks betrayed.
She puts on a Jude voice. I don't need to take no painkillers, Thren. I mean, I can't take your... I can't take your advice. You believe the bird was out to get Clark.
Now that don't sound like me.
What are you talking about?
No.
It's a perfect impression.
For a minute
Yeah,
there
Clark.
were two Junes.
Yeah, Clark is staring back at Threnody and he goes, "That's one of the worst accents I've ever heard."
Shut up, Clark.
You're making your vowels too round. You gotta make them more like long.
That's a little closer.
Clark starts saying something in a Scottish accent in an attempt to imitate Jude.
Threnody looks offended, but she doesn't know why.
Clark, what in the fresh hell are you doing?
Actually, Threnody does know why.
I'm being you, Jude.
No, you ain't.
Where was that from? Anyway.
You're all assholes.
We love
we
you
love
too,
us.
dude.
Threnody holds up TJ. You're an asshole.
You're annoying.
You're annoying.
Oh my god, she did it
She
again!
did it again. That was really good.
Andrea's good at that.
Yeah. Andrea can throw her voice, it seems.
Do it again, Andrea.
I don't know how I'm doing this, okay?
She can only do it when she's not trying.
And the first time it happened, it was a mistake because her mic had fallen away from her face.
No, my mic always hangs down because it's on earbuds.
That makes sense.
Blazer says it's like the Emu War all over again.
Yep.
Emu War flashbacks.
Oh god, so many feathers.
War never changes.
Emus. Emus
Oh my God.
never change.
It just cuts to like Wasteland, Australia. It's exactly the same.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
We actually never hear anything about Australia in the Fallout universe, so I just have this mental image of like it was never bombed, and so it's perfectly fine.
Australia got bombed and just shrugged it off because nothing changed.
Nothing is different except Tony Abbott's head is on a pike on top of the Sydney Opera House.
Fair.
It got hit by a bomb, but the bomb went off in the middle of the outback, so no one even noticed.
Yeah, that sounds... Yeah.
Anywho, so Kevin is snuggling with Clark.
Clark is not happy.
I almost want to say that Kevin like starts making almost what sounds like happy bird noises.
No,
You know, that's not quite as bad as amorous bird noises.
How you truly terrify Clark is you make Kevin make cute bird noises.
I
No,
still
he
say
just-
that's not as bad as mating calls.
He's just happy. Yeah, like that. Just very quietly.
Clark stares at Oswin and he goes, "He's fucking with me."
Oswin just leans over and
That's Oswin's job.
Clark on the nose.
What'd she do?
She leans over and kisses Clark on the nose.
Good.
Oswin, he scared me into a snow pile. I am wet and I am freezing.
That's because I asked him to go and get you to bring you over here.
Why did you ask him?
Because Axel's not big enough.
Sure he is.
Axel's not big enough and V's too big.
Axel just wanders over, taps me on with his paw, and is like, "Hey, Clark, why don't you come over here?" And I'm like, "Okay, Axel." But no,
Because,
you have
and I quote, "The bird and the ferret are out to get me."
So you sent the bird.
Yes.
Then you can't use the logic that
Yes, but at least you can see the bird coming.
I didn't see the bird coming. He snuck up on me.
I'm saying you could. I'm not saying you specifically could. I'm just saying in general you could see the bird coming.
Yeah, bright pink. Bright pink is very noticeable.
How did it sneak up behind the legendary Sneak Master?
Legendary
Because
sneaking don't mean legendary at seeing sneaking.
That's my job.
Clark, you're the most terrible ninja.
You are like the world's worst ninja.
Like, how will a ninja fight a ninja if they can't see each other?
Clark looks genuinely annoyed.
Ninjas don't fight ninjas, goofus.
Yeah, ninjas
Okay.
sneak up on other people to fight them. Clark's
They fight
Clark-
samurai.
Then I've read the wrong books.
Yes. Wait. Yes.
Also, don't ask why Jude knows that ninjas fight samurai.
Well, ninjas do fight other ninjas. You just don't see it because they're both ninjas.
So what you're saying is there's two ninjas fighting in the cart right now and we just can't see it?
There's 12 ninjas fighting in the cart right now.
Well, you have the best eyesight
Hey,
out of all of us, so
one
I'll
of the-
trust your
one of
judgment.
one of the like dangly things from the roof that you have in the covered cart just kind of falls over.
Trinity actually jumps.
See? Ninjas.
That's it, I'm getting snow madness. She's gonna get out her notebook and work more on a thing she's been working on and off for the past few months.
Oh,
I should PM you about that actually.
that'd be nice.
Yeah.
It's the most elaborate and well-drawn high-definition dick bar.
Now this is art. Not high art, but art.
As Joey
Oh, it's
Riggs
high
says,
art.
Yeah, because it's art you draw when you're high.
Joey Riggs says happy cute bird noises from Kevin and Clark. Fuck that.
I ain't having that shit.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Except you can't because Kevin's sitting on your lap. Okay, so you can make it to Patriots Landing.
Well, here we are.
Back here again.
What's the plan?
We go in, we kill everything, we leave.
I go in and scout.
I definitely like the idea of killing everything in there.
We do need to scout though. We need to see exactly what we're dealing with. I propose Clark scouts one way and Osmond sends one of her animals to scout the other way.
But do we want to have someone go alone? I know Clark can handle it, but we don't know what's in there.
That's true. Maybe Clark should accompany whichever animal is going in.
Yeah, I
Be
do.
fine.
Could we give the animal a stealth device?
I don't think that's gonna work.
Clark, I know usually when you're sneaking you're kind of only having to take care of yourself. If we send maybe V in with you, do you think you could have her back?
I could, but
It's a very
I'd be
big
fine
bag.
by myself.
Oh, no, Clark, I'm thinking of an extra pair of eyes.
Okay.
Well, if we're just doing an extra pair of eyes, Osmond just kind of like pulls Axel out of her shirt from on top of the egg and just sets them on Clark.
Plus,
He's
the
out to
last
get me
time-
too, Oswin.
The last time I had someone say I'll be fine by myself, they came back in 27 different pieces.
Clark
Yeah, well,
genuinely
I'm not them.
No, Clark genuinely is okay if he's sneaking. It's more the recon that we need to worry about.
Also, if you come back in 27 different pieces, you must have been trying pretty hard.
Clark, he's not gonna be able to get you because he knows that I'm gonna be looking through it. Because he knows I'm gonna be looking through his eyes in order to relay to the rest of the group what you're seeing.
I almost want to say that Axel looks disappointed, but I won't.
Axel does it anyway.
Clark squints at Axel.
Squints back.
Okay, fine. I can team up with Axel.
Okay. Because if you didn't, I was gonna send Kevin in.
No. Okay, fine. I'll go with Axel.
Yeah.
Count your blessings, Muffin Man.
Thren is just Smarty. We can hear your chair creaking a bit. Threnody looks at Oswin and goes, "Oswin, are you getting more evil?"
Yes.
She just points at Kevin. Is he being a bad influence on you?
He looks up and looks offended.
Oh, don't play innocent with me, bird.
he nuzzles up the Clark.
Clark squints.
Threnody also squints. I want to roll insight on the bird.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
It's fine, I'm not gonna count this towards, like, XP for the session, but I want to roll insight on this fucking oh no.
I might have a link for this. Just give me a moment to find it.
But that card rolled a 15.
He seems truthful?
Okay.
This could be the start of a
Clark's-
beautiful friendship?
Clark still squints.
Also, I'd like to express my approval for the fact that I think everyone currently has banana nicknames.
Yes.
I don't.
Except
You-
Jude does not have
Hatter,
banana.
Hatter, you do on the stream.
No! What is it on stream?
Banana.
I have given you all banana-related nicknames on the stream.
Yeah, what's mine?
Hat Nana.
Hat Nana.
Nana.
Hat Nana 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 Nana.
Na ding.
I have a semi-related link for the Kevin thing.
Bastard! How am I looking at? Is that pussy music?
Oh, I remember this post.
That's a phone?
Help, I can't find my lizard.
Yura?
It was under her hat the whole time, honest.
Right, anyway.
I love all the... Oh my god, I love this post.
Bless this post.
Oh my god, it just gets better and better.
Okay, the last bit is brilliant. Yes, 911,
Yeah.
hello? All these people are crazy.
Why should we listen to you? You're a phone.
Anyway.
Tumblr is a weird place, but sometimes it's so magical.
Oh.
So Clark scoops up Axel and puts him in his hood as a pocket.
Good.
Well, when you get to the station, Dom does want to build some kind of building fortification.
Right, to retreat to. Yes?
Yeah,
Is that the
if
plan?
need be.
Jude will assist with that.
Maybe have a team do that while Clark goes in and Oswin keeps watch.
Threnody would
Sounds
like to be
good.
on hand for Clark and Oswin in case something goes wrong and they need heals ores.
Okay. You can find a building that's relatively intact that you can use as a staging area. Where is Oswin and Threnody standing while Clark scouts?
Oswin is going to be sitting in the cart, and I'm going to be using Eyes of Beast to be a little closer.
Jude will be helping to make the retreat.
Thren was...
Yeah, same.
I was thinking of having Thren go just inside the subway station, but I'm not sure.
It's up to you.
She's gonna ask Clark what he thinks.
I don't know. I trust your judgment, though, honestly.
Okay, just for the sake of being closer in case things go pear-shaped, and just because it's warmer, I'm gonna wait just inside the subway station, but if it looks like I'm too visible there, I'll wait just outside. And worst to worst, I'll retreat back to the cart.
Yeah, fair enough. Sounds like a good plan, Thren.
Hey,
I'll sit with these then.
thanks, Oswin. And hey, Clark, listen, I know you're starting to get kind of bothered by the way it seems we don't always have faith in you. I honestly do, but I still worry about you. Is that okay?
He slowly nods.
Like, I'm sure you got this. Just be careful, I guess. I don't want you to get hurt.
Always am.
Alright.
Okay. Thread and Clark, roll me perception.
Oh. Okay.
Oh shit.
Okay, hang on.
Google perception.
Thread
It's
and
all on
Clark.
you, Trinity.
Oswin is here
I'll let-
too.
I'm there too.
No. I thought you said Oswin was in the court.
No, Oswin. Andrea said Oswin's coming to sit with Ren.
Okay.
But I
Oswin,
got a 20.
roll perception.
Oh, thank goodness someone did.
Not natural, but it's still 20.
Yeah.
Is that a pass? Do I
Well,
get?
oh, yes. Yes,
get
it
the-
is a pass.
I get the 2 XPs.
That's a crit.
Okay, so you both pass. Clark does not. Clark has a follower.
Is it Kevin?
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
Kevin's just like walking beside, like just behind Clark.
Threnody
just
just
kinda
raises her eyebrows.
goes up.
Bird, what the fuck?
Clark hears this, looks behind him, and goes, "Ah!"
He's not like directly behind you, but he is following you.
I know, but still.
Kevin,
Like, when he
Goes up to
sees the
Kevin,
bird.
kind of picks him up, and then just goes over and sits inside and just kind of cuddles Kevin.
He like he wants to wiggle out.
Kevin, hey, Kevin, are you trying to get Clark killed? You are bright pink, and he's going on a fucking stealth mission. If you want to get him killed, following him is how you do it. Is that what you want, Bird?
Oh my god.
He does. He wants
So,
to kill Clark.
No, so he flaps his wings in Threnodi's face, and like Threnody has to like for a little moment, and then when you open your eyes, he's gone.
What?
The fuck?
How did he escape Oswald's grasp?
Because he rolled a fucking nat 20.
Of course he did. Of course the
This
fucking...
is some
Like,
bullshit.
You don't even see him anymore.
Oh, the fuck. Oh, the fuck.
He just flamingo flashbanged you.
Flamingo.
That fucking bird.
Flamingo away.
Clark is
Flamingo, fuck
noticeably
yourself.
sweating.
Flamingon.
Clark is noticeably sweating.
Okay, Clark.
Changed up the plans a little bit, but I can do something about this.
Something is nuzzling up against your thigh.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I almost want to say he has like that little black face paint underneath his eyes.
Oh my god.
Clark is just being done a heckin' big frighten right now.
Kevin, do you want to go with Clark?
He nuzzles up to Clark again.
Clark is frantically shaking his head.
There might be a way around this. I've been wanting to try something. I'm not sure how well it's gonna work.
Is this the full control thing?
Yep.
Kevin looks at you and like shakes his head.
Clark is also frantically shaking his head.
What do you have in mind, Oswin?
Clark frantically shakes his head.
I'm wanting to try this thing. I haven't had a chance to try it before, but I want to give it a try. I'll be able to have full control over whatever pet I do it with.
Okay.
Kevin looks disheartened.
Kevin,
Kevin,
Clark is not going to be on his A game if he is terrified of you trying to kill him at every turn.
He nuzzles into Clark again.
That's not helping, Bird.
Lowers his head like to his knees, and then just slowly comes back over to you, then sits down next to Oswald.
Threnody is scowling. Don't try and make me feel sorry for you, Bird.
looks very uncomfortable.
Threnody looks
Just
like she's fighting off a headache.
This is so good.
I'm just watching the gif of the flamingo turning around.
Threnody doesn't know what's going on, but she does know she's had enough.
I don't know what this is about, but I've about had enough.
This is about enough.
Oh my god.
This bird is going to drive me to drink.
Uh,
Yes, that's in character.
Oh my god.
Kevin just looks at you like, and then goes back to just moping. He lays his head onto Oswald's lap.
Now don't you
Clark-
go lying, Thren. You know you drink nonetheless.
Oswald just kind of
Yeah, right. Threnody
Clark-
is clearly hiding something.
Clark shuffles over to Threnody and he whispers, "Help me, the bird is making me feel bad."
Just ignore him. He just wants attention. I don't know.
Thren,
Alright, Thren?
you're out there.
Oh, right, no, yeah, driven to drink, yes, all good, yes.
You sure about that? Because you
Clark
don't
squints.
seem all that alright.
I haven't actually been drinking for a while. I kind of stopped,
Really?
yeah.
But you haven't really been anywhere to drink.
All the same, she hasn't
Yeah.
since...
Yeah.
Clark-
Kevin leans over and puts his head in Thren's lap.
Ah,
Right.
are you trying to make me drink again sooner?
He's looking up at you like a dog.
The fuck is up with this bird? Again, that's in character.
go.
Okay, Kevin, you stay here with me, I guess. Clark, you about ready?
Yeah, but I want to talk to you a bit more when this is done.
Sure.
I mean, if you're okay with it.
Yeah, no, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm just very distracted these days. Yeah, no. Oswin, who are you sending in with him? Axel?
He just kind of looks at Kevin.
Fine, the bird can come with me.
He jolts his head up and looks at you excitedly, and then pauses, and then sits down.
Okay.
Kevin?
He's respecting your wishes. One sec.
I don't like this, guys.
Mold Big respects that you respect its boundaries.
Okay, I guess Axel will go.
Oh, I straight forgot.
Yep.
Everyone inside the station, roll me perception.
Oh, good.
Am I inside the station?
No, you're
20.
helping. You're helping
Okay.
Build the retreat.
17.
inside
That's what I thought,
this-
just making
I'm
sure.
inside the station and I'm afraid. That's a
Same.
10. I don't-
Ren, Thren really doesn't see.
Yeah, I didn't think I did.
But Oswald and Clark, you notice that there's like no sign of mirelurks again, even though you know for a fact that a bunch of them got blown to smithereens. And you didn't notice this before, but by the old fire that hasn't been lit in a while, there's a body.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Clark looks a bit, wigged out, and he goes, "Thren?"
Yeah?
He
Oh.
gestures.
Oh. Oh god. That wasn't there last time. She goes
Oh.
over to examine it.
It looks to be a wastelander. He.
Yeah,
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say cause of death and time of death.
Time of death, you're unsure without like really looking him over, but just from looking at him, you can tell the cause of death is blood loss. His carotid artery has been snipped, and he bled out.
Snipped, as in with a claw. A what are they called? The clackers. Pincher. Yeah. Cause
I mean,
of
they
death.
are claws.
Yeah, I was gonna say cause of death. Mirelurk. Yes.
Presumably, yes.
Cause of death. Has he
Claws.
been eaten at all?
No, he doesn't. He looks relatively fresh. It also looks like he might still have things on him, like no one's like such to.
Oh well, I'm gonna loot the body then.
Roll me perception.
No. Okay, hang on.
You know, just in case maybe he has something hidden on him.
Yeah, no, I'm just really bad at finding the right windows to open at the moment. Oh.
Oh.
Can I buy it up with luck?
Well, I mean, sure. What? You'd have to spend 35 luck to do it.
We're going into a big battle. I should probably save it.
Okay.
She could call Clark over to take a look.
I will do that.
I'll let it slide.
No, it's kind of cheesing it. I won't.
Okay, if you say so. Not 5G, damn it.
5G?
I typed in 5G for some reason. I don't know why. So, as you're like looking over the body, you're checking the pockets, you like shift the body over, you hear a click. And before you can like dive out of the way, a mine that was placed underneath the body explodes.
Son of a bitch.
And you take 15 points of damage.
Ah!
Clark races over and starts checking on her.
Same with Oswin.
Get away, there might be more mines.
Well, yeah, when she says that, he scoops her up and carries her back.
Ow. She's fumbling at her side.
And I'm gonna say that a noodle like Clark could pull that off because of adrenaline.
Yeah.
Oswin is just looking around. Has got her hunting rifle like ready and just looking around just to make sure that nothing's coming at them.
The explosion is like echoing down the dark tunnels, but aside from that, nothing is. And eventually, those die out, and nothing is happening.
God, rookie mistake. Should have checked for traps. Now they'll know we're coming. Fuck.
Throne, it's okay.
I'm sorry. She's fumbling at her bandolier to get out of stim pack.
Oz, could you?
Yeah.
I got it. I got it. It's okay. Ow. She jabs herself with a stim pack.
Okay.
There's something more than just a mirelurk.
Heal 2d6.
Thank you. 2d6. Oh wait, is that?
D26.
Right.
I was like 15. You heal 4.
I was gonna say I've done something wrong there. This is it's times like this I wonder if I have dyscalculia. I heal 4.
Yeah. Which actually, because of your health bump, how much percentage do you heal?
Oh right, yes. 60% extra now.
60%. Wow. So I believe that is just a straight 2 more. So you're gonna heal 6 total.
Oh cool.
So it's not great, but it helps.
Yes. She's still looking like she could kick herself.
My God.
The mine lurks. Oh Jesus.
Uh.
Yes. So. My plan is coming to fruition.
Great.
Osmond is going to hug Clark tight before he goes in.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. And he looks back at Thren and he goes, "Are you sure you're okay?"
Yeah, just wounded pride. And,
Right.
you know, some third-degree burns. Some first-degree burns. It's fine. Sorry, I had a moment of trying to think which one was less severe.
I know the feeling. I can never remember.
Clark smiles a bit and he goes, "All right, well, that's all she wrote. I'm going in."
Are you going to go down the left tunnel or the right tunnel? Don does suggest, not suggest, but he does is like, you take right, we take left.
All right, Clark
That's
takes right then.
Okay.
Once Clark, blah, 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 blah. Once Osmond can no longer see Clark, she activates Eye of the Beast, still through Axel's eyes.
I'm gonna roll stealth.
Okay.
Oh!
At 20? No,
No.
30. Wow. Damn. Okay, so, you roll stealth. Roll me. Okay. So roll me. Well, first of all, how far are you going?
However far he needs to, I guess.
See, that's the question. These are subway tunnels. They can go technically all the way to the other side of the city. So, I kind of need to know how far you're planning on scouting.
He's gonna just be looking for any signs of what's going on down here, so...
Well, do you have any form of night vision or low light vision or...
I do not.
Do I get my low light vision through Axel's eyes, or is that just me?
Did we say that Axel had low light vision?
I don't remember. I think at one point we had talked about it, but I don't remember.
Oh wait, no. I think I remember this. That Ferrets apparently also had actually really bad eyesight.
Yeah.
And I said that Axel has fine eyesight, but not night vision.
Okay. But do I get low light vision because I have low light vision?
Let's say yes.
Okay.
So, Clark, roll me perception.
Right.
Also, again, how far are you going?
Let's say he'll go for about 10 to 15 minutes, and if nothing happens, he'll head back. Or if he sees nothing of note.
Okay. Roll me perception. Or
Did
did
I
you
also
already?
roll, or?
Yes. You can roll perception.
14.
Okay.
If I gotta buy it up, I will.
I see shit.
Actually, what's funny is you with the penalty I'm giving Clark because he has no form of vision. You rolled the same. You both rolled a 9.
So do I have to buy it up?
Yeah, you do, but let's say 30.
Okay.
You gonna spend 30 luck to buy it up?
Yeah.
Okay. You find that at random intervals along the tracks there appears to be other mines.
Clark is going to quietly relay this through his earpiece.
Roll me luck.
I did not mean to give this asshole ideas.
Since I used my luck, that's a fail.
All you get is static.
Oh,
What?
Fuck
You're
me.
you're a little too far in for your short range earpieces to reach Oswin.
Damn that for making sense.
Pick up Axel and then mount it so I'll just
Actually, Andrea, when Clark gets static, he pauses for a moment, reaches into his hood, picks up Axel, and holds him out to make sure he's looking directly at the mines, and like just points him at the mines so that Oswin.
just points at the mine, just right there. Just pulls out a piece of paper, writes down mine, and shows it to Axel, and points directly at the spot.
Like, yeah, he just like picks up Axel, makes sure that his eyes are looking at the mine, and just holds him out like a camera.
Just writes the piece of paper, mine, points at it. It's like, okay, that's yours. You know, you don't have to be so desperate.
I think Clark is trying to say either there are mines or he's claiming something in the tunnel.
This is mine.
Why not both?
Did you just relay this to Thread?
Because I believe Jude has made a claim on most explosives.
He didn't actually write on the paper mine. He's just holding out Axel to look at them.
It's like a walk in the park for Claire. She has both low light vision and is immune to floor traps.
If Clark is pointing out the mine to Axel, Osmond can see it.
Definitely mine's on that side.
That makes sense.
They're actually, these tunnels are about the width of like 3 roads, about the width of 3 roads, and they have 4 train tracks within them, so they're pretty wide, and these mines are like randomly dispersed along the way.
So whoever, and Threndy says this, whoever is the ringmaster of these mirelurks, they're also packing heat. Good to know.
Ain't that love? Oh, sorry, Jude's not there.
Yeah, where is everyone right now? Can I check?
Jude's still making the thing.
Okay, so Jude is in the
There's
state.
also over there.
Okay, so Jude and Claire are in the fallback position.
And Pulse.
And Pulse. Clark's in the tunnel. Thren and Oswin are in the station outside the tunnel. Which order members went down the tunnel and which order members are still at the staging grounds?
They're at the staging ground. They're all waiting for Recon to come back.
Yeah, who's Recon?
So Clark.
Oh, okay. I thought you said that someone went down the other tunnel.
Yeah, I remember that too.
Dom was saying that because these tunnels are so large anyway, y'all are gonna have to go separate ways. That your party takes right, Dom and his recruits go left.
Okay, but they haven't gone yet.
Yeah, they're like, even if it's not the same tunnel, whatever information you have is still valuable.
Okay, so what you're saying is all of the order are still at the fallback station.
Yes.
Okay.
Also, the only person in the tunnel is Clark.
Okay.
Once they're done sort of building the fallout station, Jude will begin setting up traps that will be set off remotely so that none of our own will bumble into them.
Okay.
Speaking of traps, Threnody is going to depress her earpiece and say, "Hey guys, just a heads up, we're dealing with explosives as well as mirelurks."
Motherfucker stole my idea.
I hate to break this to you, Jude, but explosives have existed before you. But yeah, this...
Oh, shit.
This place is scattered with them. They're laid out as traps. I think whoever it is knows that someone might come and try and hunt them down.
Clark, the mines will place about 7 minutes into your tunnel. And do you bypass them? Do you try and disarm them? What do you do?
He's gonna try to disarm them.
Okay then. Let's see how this turns out, shall we?
Oh man, this is something I would have left to Jude.
There are
Yeah,
six.
but
There are 6
Clark-
mines. Roll me construction 6 times.
okay.
If Clark realizes that it's like not going to work, can he stop and get the hell out of Dodge?
Isn't the thief made to have something to disarm traps?
They
Yeah,
do.
but I haven't put points in that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Clark hasn't focused in on trap disarming yet. It's
He's
more
been focusing on stealth and sleight of hand, not trap disarmament.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here goes. Gonna roll this 6 times. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That
Oh,
was 0. Oh.
That's so that
My
one.
reroll on the 1.
I rolled a nat 20 and a nat 1.
My
Fucking
reroll on the
hell.
1.
That's not even a
Your
1, that's
reroll
a
on the-
0.
Oops, sorry, my bad. Don't count that. I was going for the D20. So reroll on the nat 1.
Yes, using my reroll.
5.
So 4.
Yeah, 4. Sorry. So the first one is kind of shaky. It goes beep beep beep, and you disarm it just like a second left.
The second one, you just dunk it.
Well, the second one, like, it doesn't even start beeping. In fact, it's gonna be so nice that you are able to cover the You'll be able to take care of one of the other failures. So let's just say the 8. So you're able to take care of the 8. Then the 5 is going to go off. Roll me reflexes.
Save the ferret.
You can dive out of the way. You don't take as much damage.
Save the ferret.
Yeah, don't worry
Oh,
about
no.
Clark. Save the ferret.
Okay, so you try and dive out of the way, and just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna say you end up diving, like you dive out of the way and you make it, but you end up diving right next to
Another one.
the other failure you have there, and they explode, and you take 16 damage.
Is Axel okay?
Axel seems fine.
Hold on, let me make sure my health is. Okay,
The other thing you
Uncle
could
is
have
desperately trying to get to Clark. Clark, what's going on? What was that?
y'all.
since
Oh no, you have Axel, so you probably saw him dive and then explosion.
Yeah.
since Clark, can't speak because the earpiece is all staticky, he just holds his thumbs up in front of Axel.
You got like a first person point of view of double thumbs. Yeah.
No, just a single thumb actually.
Okay.
There's a pause while Clark is in pain, and then he thumbs up in front of Axel's eyes, just like, I'm okay.
Did
it
we
occurs to you that. Sorry, go ahead.
did we hear the explosion?
I was actually gonna have you roll perception for it, but because Axel's there, Osmond would have seen it. So.
Clark set off one mind.
Of course he did.
He set off 2 minds.
Sorry, what was that?
Clark set off 2 minds.
Shit. Is he okay?
Stealth.
I saw his thumb. I think he's fine.
When you
Still
say you
alive.
saw
Just
his
his thumb.
thumb, you mean it was still attached to
Is
him,
the
right?
rest of his,
No.
is
It's
the rest
still
of his body
attached to him.
attached to his thumb?
I mean, he's moving, so.
He's moving, so he's still alive.
I believe that's all of them because you only failed 3. Yeah, you failed 3. And then you get up and you disarm the last one. Now, it occurs to you at this point that you could have also attempted to remotely detonate them.
Oh,
But-
yeah.
Just throw something heavy at him.
Oh,
shoot it.
Well, don't go saying that. Anyways, Clark sighs heavily and limps on.
Hey,
Oh,
the
you're gonna keep
disarmed
going?
ones you can keep for Jude, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did tuck those away in his inventory.
Yay.
You get 4 mines.
Right.
Um,
Clark Clark actually, like, as he starts to limp away, he pauses, takes out one of the disarmed mines, holds it out in front of Axel so he can see, and then holds up 4 fingers.
It looks like Clark got 4 mines for Jude.
Threnody
Jude just smiles.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, so you continue on your way. Roll me perception again.
Alright.
Get better this time.
What'd you say?
Oh no!
I got worse.
Alright,
Roll perception, come on. Oh, thank God. So, as you're walking, you find what appears to be some kind of pressure plate on the ground. It's not quite large, but it is like directly where you would be walking.
Clark, having not learned his lesson, will attempt to disarm.
You don't even see what it's attached to. You can see like the thing that it's attached to goes off into the darkness.
Another okay.
Oh no. So you're attempting to disarm this, and like the moment you're like, okay, kneels down, let's disarm this. Your
Just
knee
leans
hits it.
on it.
Yeah, the knee hits it and it depresses. And you hear kunk. Roll me reflexes.
Are you fucking kidding?
Oh no!
That's 2 nat 1s in a row.
Oh no!
Would you
Hunter, I'm
like
not
to
sure
take?
You have to punish him.
Okay, dude, take my reroll.
Okay.
Oh God. Okay, hold on. Okay.
Ah!
19. So you can tell that the noise is coming from ahead of you, and so you dive off to the side, and you dive just in time to like have this what appears to be like a 2x4 that's attached to the ceiling with like a bowling ball super glued to the end, and then a bunch of railroad spikes attached to the bowling ball swing down past you and back up into the darkness.
Are we fighting fucking Ewoks?
No, we're fighting Kevin McAllister from Home Alone.
Accurate. Are we gonna die? How does Oswin react to this?
Yeah, you just from Axel's point of view, he just dives off to the side and then bowling ball spike.
Osmond just shouts, "Oh God!"
What? What?
Clark almost got hit again.
Why did we send him alone again?
We didn't.
Oh right, because he basically was too stubborn to take help.
Also, no one else in the party is stealthy. Threnody presses down on her earpiece. Clark, stop trying to disarm the fucking traps.
He doesn't hear you.
I know. Fucking hell. I swear to God, if he sets up another one, I'm going down there after him myself.
Clark gives Axel another thumbs up.
Okay, I see his thumb again. I think he's okay.
My point still stands. Going there after his noodly ass if he does this again.
And this happens at about 15 minutes into your journey into the tunnel. So.
I know I said 15 minutes, but that was 15 minutes if he didn't come across anything, so he is going to keep looking.
Oh my God, okay, fine.
You
keep coming, I keep throwing these traps at you.
I don't think you understand exactly how Clark is.
I don't think Clark understands how Clark works.
Honestly, that's fair.
I have faith in you, says Threnody. I'm sure it'll be fine, says Threnody. Threnody's having regrets.
So, you travel for about another 7 minutes. Actually, no, let's say another 5 minutes. And, roll me perception.
Oh, good.
Oh, Jesus.
Nat 20!
Oswin, through Axel's eyes, you see that, there is like a maintenance room off to the side. The door has been left wide open. And inside of it, you can see this big green crate that says military ammo cache on the side.
Maintenance hall, military ammo cache.
Now, it's not like someone painted on there. It's like officially like spray painted onto there with like this. This was
US military
Yeah.
on it and everything.
Yeah.
Looks pretty official.
Does Axel point this out to Clark?
I can't
How
control
would
Axel, so it's up to the DM because I can't control Axel.
Oh wait, no, you have the thing that can take full control of Axel.
It is a different ability. I am specifically using Eyes of Beast because I'm trying to save that for later in case I need it.
Okay then. Sure, Axel will try and like meh, over there.
Just give your cheek a slap and point at it.
Over there.
Just nibbles on his ear.
Yeah.
Not like hard, but like nah.
Alright, yeah, Clark looks over and he oh god, he knows it's a trap.
And he's going to go and disarm it.
Yeah.
I wasn't kidding.
regret
Get
everything.
ready for Thirdy to come down there after you to give you a scolding. To heal you, but also to scold you.
He's going to investigate and check for, what's going to set this trap off.
So you're approaching the doorway?
Yeah.
Okay, so where are you looking for the trap trigger?
First, he's going to look at the ground to check for a tripwire.
Okay, roll me perception.
Alright.
You see nothing.
Then he's going to check the ceiling to see if there's a grenade bouquet.
I exit straight because like you can just like look up and you kind of have like your low light vision that you normally have as like a person your eyes have adjusted. You don't see anything dangling from the ceiling.
Okay. He is going to check the chest itself for, those sort of, you know what I'm talking about from like Fallout 4, where once you open something, like it triggers a.
It's that thing where it opens up and the metal spring goes bling and then explodes.
Yeah.
Roll me perception.
God fucking.
You don't see anything.
He opens it.
So like, do you do that slow open thing? So that slow open thing at first, or do you just fly it open?
He is going to basically throw it open quickly and then move out the door and flatten his back against the wall.
The distance between the chest and the door is just so that there is a brief moment that you can't.
Oh boy.
Like you'll fling it open and throw yourself at the door, and there's a brief pause. So actually, as you fling open the lid, you hear click, and the door begins to shut. Roll me. Reflex.
There we go. Okay.
You dive through the closing door, and it slams shut behind you, and you hear a lock click closed from this side.
God damn it, Clark!
I tuned out a little bit, but did Clark just get stuck in a closet?
No,
he got out.
He avoided getting stuck in a closet.
Roll me a perception, though. Did you roll 11?
Yeah.
Okay, you actually get a bonus because of this, because it's quite easier to see than usual. The moment you flung it open, there was a green glow coming from inside the box.
Okay.
Oh
God!
He would have died.
One sec. You actually have to write this down. Oop, shit, pen. You actually feel a little ill.
Good, fine, great, whatever.
Oh, fucking hell.
Like, not that you have radiation poisoning, but you did just get a blast of heavy radiation.
Good, fine, wonderful.
Dude's actually going to want that.
Oh my god.
Jude could make a good bomb out of that.
No.
Door's locked. Although it is locked from this side, so I suppose that
Yeah,
still
Yeah,
Clark-
happens.
exactly.
You're all
Yeah, Clark
insane.
can make
What
the
did Randy do to deserve this?
I'm saying Jude will get it later. Jeez.
Oh my god.
I
Oh,
kind
this
of
is
want.
like
I kind of want Oswin to figure this out by Clark kneeling down and throwing up in
Sure. Yeah. They
in
can happen.
Axel's
and now
scenes.
Clark's throwing up.
What? Why? What? Why?
He almost got locked in the closet. There was a green thing in a box.
You also saw the glow.
So, hang on. He fell for 2 traps, and yet still went after the 3rd one.
Yep.
Why did we send him alone?
Threnody had faith in him.
Axel's with him.
Threnody is regretting things.
Uh, Axel does not count as a person.
Can I ask Hatter, what's the subway tunnel like? Is it fairly roomy? Is it likely to set off anyone's claustrophobia?
It is 3 lanes of road wide and about a story and a half tall.
Threnody gets up, looks so done, and says, Oswin, I'm going after your idiot of fiancé.
Kevin with you.
One more
You know
thing.
what? Fine. Kevin, let's go save your red-haired
Let's
pet.
go save the idiot.
One
I-
more thing, actually. When Clark's done throwing up, there's a pause,
And then a
and
thumbs
then
up.
he gives Axel a thumbs up.
Wait.
He's
At,
okay. He gave me
at
a
this
thumbs
point,
up.
is everyone just like Clark, come back? We're done.
Yes.
Yeah, but we can't talk to him.
Cool. Can Axel just like grab him by like the front of the shirt and just slap him a few times?
Slap some
Very
sense into
tiny
it.
slaps.
I mean,
Or like,
Axel's
I
so
have another thought, Hunter. Like, he gets on the ground and he's like a tiny dog, just like trying to herd Clark away.
Squeak!
I don't know. It's more in character for Axel to just straight up smack you.
To be fair, it kind of is.
Well, I was gonna suggest smacking, and then to drive the point home, get on the ground and start trying to herd him away.
I mean,
You've had
it's
enough,
up to
man.
Oswin.
Again,
Like-
I'm using Eyes of Beast. I'm not.
I know, but he is your pet.
You both kind of control him.
He's probably
Yeah, we
just
both
gonna.
kinda control.
He's probably just gonna sit there and just kind of like, okay, that's
So I think
it.
at this point, Axel would be like,
3
"Fuck
strikes,
this.
you're out.
You've killed
Come
me.
on, let's go
You've
back.
killed me 3 times now. Let's go. Let's leave. We're done."
He starts nibbling on your ear again, but nibbles a bit harder. Like, okay, time to go.
Ow! I'm not done yet.
He gives you the look of you better go back if you don't want Osmond to get mad at you.
You can either leave with me or I'm leaving without you.
I almost want to be like Axel uses Kevin to threaten Clark.
Oh my god.
He just makes
Kevin does a
Kevin
flamingo.
laugh.
Kevin
God,
does a
oh my
flamingo
God.
impression. He stands up on.
Yes,
he stands up,
Axel-
stretches out his neck, and stands on one foot.
He goes,
Like not like I'm Kevin now. It's more like you either get back there. I'm gonna send Kevin after you. Now.
Yes, but that's how he
Little does
communicates.
Axel know Kevin's already keeping him with Red.
and
You
Clark-
know what? Yeah, no. You know what? Axel will do a flamingo impression.
Good. This is how he communicates the concept of Kevin. Okay, 1 word, 3 syllables. Ah!
2 syllables.
One word, 3 syllable.
Flamingo is 3 syllables. That's what I was going
Oh,
for.
I thought you were meaning Kevin.
Yeah, no, that would have made more sense.
Anyways, Clark goes, okay, fine, and he starts heading back.
Axel looks pleased with himself.
Oswin, you see that Clark is coming back now.
Ren Clark coming back.
Good! Thronedy sits back down, folds her arms. Looks like she's in a bit of a huff right now.
Should we make a cue to smack him when he comes out, or do we have first dibs?
Threnody is
Axel
just
doesn't
kind of
have-
fumes slightly and says into her earpiece, "No, knowing what's happened in the tunnel, if you smack Clark, he'll probably die."
At this point, the structure and the traps you've set are done, and you hear this, knowing that Clark is coming back. What are you gonna do?
She's not going in if Clark's coming back. Oh, are you talking about something else? Hello?
What?
Eli, the fortifications and the traps you've set are done, and you've heard over the earpiece that Clark is coming back. What do you do?
Jude's gonna walk in and hang out with everyone else.
Cool.
I set up some fortifications, put some bombs in to get ready. How many of those should I use for that?
All of them.
Want to say 3?
Okay. Don't worry, y'all ain't gonna bumble into them. I set them up so they get set off inside the fortifications.
Thanks, Jude. You're a good cowpoke.
Anyway, what's going on?
It's
Clark is going
It's being Clark.
going to have words with that boy.
I just want to point out when Clark goes back, Axel does lick him on the cheek.
Oh.
Clark looks skeptical.
All the pets are being nice to Clark. Something's wrong.
Yes, actually.
Horse is gonna put Andy back in combat mode.
Ooh.
Combat handy. He's handy in
And
a
then
fight.
attacks
They're handy in a
Clark when he
fight.
gets back.
Misty.
Misty was the name of Randy's first crush.
I said Fisty, not Misty.
Oh, Fisty. That makes more sense.
Mr. Gutsy.
That was the other name of Valentine's first crush.
Oh my god.
Fuck you, man!
Misty was my first crush.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know.
She was adorable. Anyway. Ow.
Especially since I wanted to be Ash.
Yeah. The boy who never ages. Anyway. The
Boy who has Pokemon.
Oh, true. The party, the order, will be coming along, and they will meet you in the tunnels, and the station, and they'll be waiting.
Listen,
know
if
when
you
Clark comes out.
listen, if you guys are going one way and we're going the other, do you guys have a medic?
Yeah, you don't survive as long as I have without learning a few tricks.
She looks around expectantly, like, which one of you is it?
He pulls out a medical bag.
She's gonna give him give it a quick once over. Got enough materials in there?
It's pretty basic, but it has all the essentials.
Threnody just is kind of like, I'm going there.
Plenty of stem packs. In fact, he has several super stem packs.
Okay. She is satisfied with the number of stim packs and super stim packs. All right.
She'll never be
She's satisfied with his care.
Satisfied. Anyway, he does say, he doesn't carry much because ounces equal kilos. So.
Yeah. All right. So, what's the plan? If we're going in separate directions, how are we going to rendezvous afterwards? We already know from Clark going down the tunnels that our comlinks don't really work in there.
He hands you a military-grade short-range radio.
Oh, I love a man who comes prepared.
If we weren't prepared, we wouldn't have made it this far.
Roger that.
I don't know, we dumbassed into making it pretty far.
We kind of
Dumbassed
have
is a verb.
winged a lot of things.
Threnody just kind of scowls at Jude as like, you have a medic who has been keeping you alive for the past 3 months.
Oh, you say that like you ain't never done anything stupid.
You sound like that, like you're not one of the dumbasses.
I have done many stupid things, this is true. But I do know this. I have reached the end of my sentence.
I've reached the end of my sentence.
Sorry, I stole that wholesale from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh god, that's funny. But he does say, you've seen some of the things we fight. A lot of it's underground. We got to be able to keep in touch. These radios are specifically designed to work underground.
Good.
They come in a little fuzzy, but they can walk through about 100 feet of solid dirt. After that, it's a crapshoot. So.
Threnody looks mildly uncomfortable at the idea of that much solid dirt, but she kind of shakes herself off. Okay, well, if you find the situation getting hairy and you need our help, call us, we'll come running, and we'll do the same on our end. Sound good?
Yep. Otherwise, try and keep radio silent unless you have something important.
Something important like, say, oh, this is the kind of trap we're up against. By the way, Clark, since you are so experienced now, why do you not inform our friends what kind of traps they have to look forward to?
Clark's not there yet. I mean, even if he was walking back, he's still probably 5 minutes away.
Fine. She will say
actually,
that.
Clark, roll luck. Clark.
Alright. That's a pass.
Your calm now works.
Alright.
Threnody is being passive-aggressive, but not towards Clark because he isn't there yet. It's like, well, I'm sure we have someone who can tell you about some of the traps you're going to be coming up against.
The ones that haven't already gone off on him.
Well, they're going to be going a different way from us.
Clark touches his earpiece, like, to turn it on, and he goes, testing.
Clark, you are in a world of trouble, young man.
No, this is Oswin.
I'm older than you.
Well, then fucking act like it. 3 traps? You set off 3 traps.
I was trying to disarm them.
Why would you do that when it didn't? Why would you do that twice more when it didn't work the first time, Clark?
What was that you said before you went in? I'll be fine by myself.
I am fine.
You almost died 3 times.
You threw up.
I mean, I throw up a lot. It's kind of a thing that happens.
Clark, when you get back here, you are going to explain to Dom and the rest of his unit exactly what traps they have to look forward to, and when we get out of here, you are going to write, I don't know, a long, thoughtful essay about why it's important to be more careful.
The voice crack is in character.
Yes, it is. Voice crack is always in character.
Clark is thoughtful for a moment. And then he goes, can I doodle on the essay?
That is up for negotiation later when I'm not feeling quite so stressed out about almost losing my best friend.
Aww.
Shut up.
That's in character.
I've got enough to worry about. She's getting a little bit frustrated. No, just head up. I've got enough on my mind without you getting yourself killed. Just get back here, you idiot.
I didn't almost get killed.
Get back here.
She is not arguing right now. Certainly is in angry mom mode.
She is. She's very much gone team mom.
Angry big little sis mode.
She's very, very slightly channeling Tanawe, just in a slightly different way.
Team mom.
Tanawe, he was always like, I'm surrounded by children.
P.S. I'd like to say that Andrea is messaging me, the seeds, they are planted.
Indeed.
I'm surrounded by children and no men.
Surrounded by children and a pony.
And a pony.
Anyway.
I'm guessing after a couple minutes Clark gets back.
Yes.
So Clark comes back. He's a bit wounded from getting exploded on, and there's presumably a bit of vomit on his face and shirt.
Oswin glops.
You might wait till I wash up first?
No.
Okay.
Threnody works around Oswin very grumpily, and how many hit points has Clark lost?
16.
Then you're just getting a stim pack.
Roll 2d6.
A passive-aggressive stim
A
pack.
very passive-aggressive stim pack.
Stab him in his butt.
And
Stab him in his butt.
whatever 60% of 5 is.
Let's say you heal 9.
Don't you heal plus your medical?
Oh shit, you do.
Sweet! That's another 12.
What's your medical? 12. Another 12.
So he's at full health.
And is that modified by your multiplier?
It's going to be you add your medical first and then do the percentage.
That's true. So it'll be 5 plus 12,
More than 16.
17.
Plus 60%.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and he keeps the extra HP.
Oh, that's true, he does.
Oh hell, he does. Wait. Oh.
I'm going to go back
okay,
and recalculate my... Thank you for remembering that, because I thought...
Yes, thank you,
I
Alan.
thought that we added my medical, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, it seemed a little low to me, but I'm like, I guess that's how it is. It's a little low, but what? I guess it's just because it's a stem pack. No, but yeah, no. Thank you, Alan. Totally forgot.
I'm going to look back and see what my roll was so I can calculate how much I healed by correctly.
That does mean you can give us a little extra pre-combat.
It feels a bit too metagamey to do that, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
fair.
Huge buff.
I mean, I could flavor it as using...
Clock, you gain a grand total of 27 HP.
Right. Minus 16 is 11, so that would be 62 out of 51.
Wow.
Alright.
What is my thing?
Clark stretches a bit and he goes, thanks, Thren.
Thren grumbles.
Stretches one arm because one arm is being held down.
Right, so I had 4. 4 plus 12 is 16. 60% of 16 would be 8 plus...
I can do the math real quick for you. 16 times 80%. 60%. Sorry.
16 times 60%. Yeah.
25.
So is that 25 plus 16 for the total amount, or is 25 the total amount?
25 the total.
Okay. Thank you. Oh, I've overhealed too. Sweet.
Yep. Oh no.
So, Clark says, so, what am I doing now?
You're telling our associates, she gestured towards Dom and the others, what you did. I mean, what you came across.
What you did.
Stand in a corner, think about what you've done.
Clark goes, right. And, he looks over at their associates and he says, so there's traps. And
Figured we already have that.
And he smirks a bit and he goes, more specifically though,
you can hear she's not saying anything, but you can somehow still hear her fuming in the background.
She's just literally in the background behind Clark, just fuming.
And then he says, so first thing I came across were mines. The second thing I came across was, a trap that was like, I stepped on a pressure plate, accidentally. I knew it was there, and I tried to disarm it, but then it turned on. Anyways, and in came swinging this log with spikes and a bowling ball on it. I dodged out of the way, though, so I'm fine. Then there was this one room. The door was wide open, so it was obviously a trap, and I knew it was a trap, but I wanted to disarm it, so I went in, tried to disarm it, and then there was the door shut and there was a lethal dose of radiation.
Oh, that reminds me, says Thren, and unceremoniously jabs him with a radaway. Oh no, wait, you pop the pills, don't you?
No,
she does it anyway.
It is injection with radaway. Rad-X
is a pill.
Good!
I'm gonna stab it in his other butt cheek.
Yeah, she stabs him with it. So that heals him for 120 rads, I believe. Or do I roll?
Yes, it does. No, you don't have to.
Okay.
You can roll to see like what his rads are if you want.
No,
but, you know.
that's fine. I'm just stabbing him with a needle.
She's just being bitter.
Okay, you feel
Do
better.
it in the butt.
Why are you really want her to do it in his butt, don't you?
Super professional stream.
We're mature adults.
I have had a very long day.
Neil just looks at you all like, how the hell are you still alive?
Threnody looks back at him and mouths, I don't know either.
Clark, when he gets jabbed in the butt with, well, I don't know if you actually do it.
Yeah, she jabs him in the butt with a Bradaway, sure, why not?
He's like, ah! I don't think that's typically what they mean when they say do it in the butt, Thren.
She just glares.
He looks back at her and he goes, what?
Shakes her head.
Also, by the way, is still glumped onto Clark, refusing to let go.
Guys, I knew I wasn't gonna die.
Yeah, sure.
No, really.
Look, come on, all the noise we've been making, whoever is down in these tunnels probably knows we're coming by now, so we should probably get going sooner rather than later. God knows what they're planning now that they know we're coming.
Right.
Dom does speak up and he says, "Oh, we just wait a day."
Threnody
Threnody
glares at Dom.
What is a legitimate strategy if they're expecting us to show up and we don't? Throws them off kilter. Either that or they believe we died, but then they have to come check.
I don't fucking know. You're the guys with the military expertise. I'm anxious to get moving, but I'm just
It's
a
an
medic.
option, but I agree with you. I think we should take care of this problem sooner rather than later.
Okay, good. Thank you.
That's what I'm thinking.
Not that we've got a to-do list the length of my arm, but...
So you take right, we take left?
Sure. Stay safe, yeah?
Yeah, well, I gotta watch them. And he chucks his thumb at the trainees.
I mean it. Stay safe. Keep them safe. I know you will anyway. It's just... I'm a doctor, treating a lot of people who get themselves hurt a lot. I'm used to saying it.
When Clark says that he is, what's the word? That something about. When Clark says that he wasn't going to die, Jude just smacks him in the back of the head.
Ah!
Thank you.
Fuck, man.
You might have been about to die.
But I wasn't going to.
You never
You
do.
know what happened to the last person who got cocky? And then she just points at Jude's heart.
Jude will unbutton their shirt a bit.
Clark shrugs a bit and he goes, "It's not cockiness. It's just a fact."
You knew it was a trap. It was blatantly obvious it was a trap. And you still went in.
Wait, Clark, why do you think you're not going to die? What the fuck?
Because, the mother, she said I have to be the one that...
What?
Oh yeah, I haven't told you guys about that.
Oh, so...
No,
you're
Clark.
immortal
The future is not...
because of magic.
No, Clark, the future is not immutable. Shit can change, especially if you know about what the supposed outcome is going to be.
What the hell are you talking about?
Clark's assuming he's immortal because he saw a very specific way he's going to die.
Clark went back and spoke to the Mother of Faces again. We were meaning to tell you, but we never got
the
around
Mother
to
of
it.
Faces.
Fuck. The mother, I'm sorry. I'm getting my things mixed up.
Demons, I think?
The mother of demons.
You know, that asshole who was trying to tell us everything about ourselves.
So Clark is assuming he's immortal because a magic lady told him so.
Not immortal.
I mean...
Jude is going to smack Clark in the back of the head again.
One, she didn't tell you how he didn't tell you how you would die. Two, the entire...
I'm aware of that.
Yeah, the entire situation with Red and Trick has proven that future things can change.
I never said Clark thought this through, guys.
Yeah, no, we
Doesn't
know
think a
what.
lot of things through.
But this is why Thrandy's calling him out. This is why they are calling him out in character.
Yeah.
Like, no, Clark, the future can be changed. You can't... Like, has it occurred to you that maybe in that future you live long enough to see your mother because you were careful and didn't assume you were going to live all the time?
I mean...
Osmond just kind of looks at Clark.
How many near-death experiences is it going to take? I mean, Jude's right. Jude got too arrogant and look what happened to them, and Thren does look broken-hearted just at that. We almost lost them.
I guess I didn't think it a bit like
Clark, the future isn't written in stone. You can't assume anything out here. You always have to keep your guard up.
and he's just kind of at a loss for words.
I really want to throw something at you right now just to prove the point, but there's nothing I can't think of anything. So
a very small mirelurk with a box on their back comes out. Hello.
Oh my god!
Absolutely not.
It looks up at you, and then scuttles away. No.
Translation. Well, you see, human.
Please.
No.
Oh,
Damn. Thought maybe if I asked hard enough it would work.
Look, let's get moving, yeah?
mm-hmm.
She is loaded Nightingale full of stim packs. And Dom, I mean it, if you guys are in trouble, you call us, okay?
We nod.
Okay. Everyone ready?
Oswin takes Kevin and Rex into the tunnel. She's leaving V behind to guard the egg.
Aww. V very carefully sitting on an egg.
Yay.
The what egg? The hatch egg. The proud parent.
Good.
Oh my god, Dally.
Yes.
That's another connection V and Hodge have.
Unrelated to anything, I'm sorry, I just happened upon this and had the thought, this is just so I can loosely relate it to this group. This is what would happen if Clara gave Jude a gun for some reason.
Let's have a look.
Okay, I've seen this.
Just physically throws it.
No.
Are you just throwing? You just throwing the
Boink.
gun?
You just throw.
You just throw the gun. Good. Good luck.
Right, click, toss.
Oh hey, a ranged weapon. Thunk.
Well, now I don't have a ranged weapon anymore.
Oops.
Anywho.
No ranged weapon, but still got some guns.
Pow, pow.
Boom! Gotta stick to the gun show. Oh yeah.
Boom. Firepower.
Oh my god, can you just imagine like every time they flex they just make a gunfire noise?
I think we've made that. Yeah, I think we've made that comment before.
Yes.
I need to go and get a drink, but Threnody is obviously heading with the party when they go down the tunnel, so I'll be back in a moment. Go ahead without me.
And Trinity's still obviously very salty.
So salty.
Okay, so I'm getting excited. You you go down the right path. Oh, by the way, Clark, I forgot to mention. As you were heading down the tunnel, it was gently curving. So as you head down the path, remember this thing is like three roads wide. How would you like to travel down it?
I'm not sure.
We play Frogger.
Mhm.
Just walk down it.
Yeah, I
Well-
suppose so.
Well, like, are you clumped together? Are you separated? Are you in a line? Are you horizontal line or vertical line?
Probably just our usual mishmash group.
Yeah, Jude will be walking near the front just so they can pick up any explosives.
Okay.
Oswald is still kind of glomped onto Clark and is just slightly trying to pick him up.
So who's in the front?
Okay, I might as well go in the front as well. So I've
I'm
got
gonna roll-
low light vision.
I'm gonna roll
Horse-
stealth. So
horse
Clark
is
will be in
just
sneaky
behind.
mode.
You're gonna have to get Oswald to get off of you.
Horse is just behind Claire.
Oswald's
Well,
not
Clark-
letting go of Clark.
Well, he's sneaking with her too. Anyways, Clark goes, Oz, I'm okay.
You're not gonna try to disable any more traps?
No, I'll leave it to Jude. Oh, Jude. And he heads over to Jude and hands them 4 mines.
Thank you kindly. Jude looks very pleased.
And that's why I disarmed the traps.
When you could have just left them and let you do it, and you would have still got the same result.
Oswald will be standing a bit behind Claire, keeping Kevin on her head.
Oh my goodness. As they're walking, Clark goes, so, like I was saying about the mother, I didn't get to tell you guys yet. My mom's at Lazarus Labs.
Oh, good.
Oh, shit.
Even more reason to go.
Yep.
That's why, there's no... there is a bit of a rush to get there and everything, but...
Oh yeah, no, we understand it's your mum, but we do have other
Yeah, but-
things.
Yeah, we got other stuff to take care of, so...
As
like,
soon as
I mean,
we've
I'm
taken
not
care
gonna-
of the immediate concerns, we are going there.
Hmm.
Immediate concerns also probably involve going to DITS to get some upgrades. I want to be as prepared as possible if
Fix
we're going
critter
to face...
hitter.
Exactly. I want to be as prepared as possible if we're going to face up against those assholes.
Yeah.
Okay. So you just kind of like in your normal group. Are you going dark, or are you having your pit boy lights on and your other video game lights?
I
Not
got
video
low
game
light vision, so I'm fine.
Well,
I've got
your
one.
low light vision won't do much if if the lights are all on.
Well, yeah, but there's probably going to be at least one light because not everyone has low light vision.
Yeah.
I'm
Which the if you all have your lights on, the more lights on you have, the better. But
Well, the better for visibility for us. If we have the lights
Yes.
off, that means that people can't see us coming, but we have trouble seeing where we're going.
yeah, you have a -5 penalty to all perception checks.
Maybe
Unless
keep,
you have low light.
maybe keep one light on. That way, those without low light vision can see, but those who can still see fine.
Can Horse is gonna...
Type. So who all has low light vision?
Yeah.
I think it's me and Claire, and maybe Pulse.
Horse is gonna put low light vision on...
Sorry,
can
that's
she have
typing.
some...
Sorry, Alan, go ahead.
Horse can put low light vision on some form of eyewear. Do we have any spare eyewear?
Nope.
Claire's sunglasses?
Claire actually needs those.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
derp, sorry.
I thought Claire
Pulse
had
is-
low light vision already.
Modify the
She
binoculars?
does. It's not that she doesn't need. It's not that they don't have low light vision on them. She can see fine. Well, I say she can see. They're actually not sunglasses. They're tinted glasses.
Oh.
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 They just look like sunglasses. They're like heavily tinted because it's a desert, so they just look like sunglasses.
Can Clark's lucky binoculars be modified to have low light?
I don't think we've established that before, so I don't know.
That's
I mean, don't they already
is-
have the rune of lucky on them?
right.
Yeah,
So you
okay.
couldn't put another rune on them. Got it.
I was just gonna put it on her helmet.
Okay.
Remember to clean your visor.
Roll me Arcana.
Oh yeah, I actually have to roll to do that.
Yeah.
I forgot.
I mean, unless you now one, you're not gonna fail. But
Yeah.
you know,
Just for the sake of it.
yep.
On the plus side, that means you get XP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 32. One moment.
What? I mean,
Okay.
it's a rune. It just does.
Yeah, no, it works. I was looking at something else. Yeah, you put it on. It's fine.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. You all still discussing this. You haven't even like really gone down the tunnel yet, because it'd be a terrible idea to like go down the tunnel and they're like, oh yeah, I should put a rune on my helmet. The traps brought up by Clark, Dom has a response to that, and he says, so we're dealing with someone who has resources, talent, and skills.
Yep.
Yep.
And my
And training. And training.
And training.
Also possible control over mirelurks.
And possible immunity to radiation.
So essentially, what we might be dealing with here is a military
Complete
ghoul.
motherfucker.
It's a military ghoul Oswin.
Who is also hostile, judging by all the people who've gone missing. And, Stiffy over there points at the corpse.
Military ghoul Oswin vampire.
You mean half the corpse? Because it blew up, remember?
Right, yeah.
Oswin just kind of like, when Claire says that, kind of just like stops for a moment, just like, looks like she's fantasizing being that.
Yeah, you wouldn't last in the military.
Oswin, you're perfect the way you are.
I remind you, Oswin, that
I think so too.
to become a non-feral ghoul, you have to roll a 1 on a 1d100.
I'm aware.
So, you have the... Okay, so what is the battle plan, right? What are the lights? What are the walking patterns? Whatnot?
The heavy hitters are up front.
I'd recommend no lights.
Oswin is kind of
We've
in
got-
the middle.
We've got minimal light. Because even with low light vision, you still need at least some light to see. It's not night vision.
Probably, maybe what be best, maybe have like Oswin in the back just using her flashlight. That way, there is some light, but there's no direct light.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. So no Pip-Boy lights. Oswin's flashlight. Claire and Pulse up front, because they have low light vision.
And Jude.
Oswin
And
also has
Jude,
the light
because they're a
vision,
heavy hitter.
And then Clark behind them in stealth mode, I think.
Yeah, Clark can take up the rear. Thren will probably be level with Oswin. She doesn't want to be up front because she needs to be back in case she needs to heal people.
P.S. Clark rolled a 27 on his stealth roll, so.
Yes, you did very well. And so with that, you begin to head down the tunnel. Everyone roll me, like, you get to the point where you see the squash marks where Clark's mines had gone off.
Mm-hmm.
You eventually...
Presumably a bit of blood spatter.
Yes. Eventually, Clark does point out to you the pressure plate that has the swinging
battering ram swung in.
Yeah.
That's where I almost died the first time. That's where I almost died the second time.
And then you get to the radiation room.
Jude just has this massive grin when Clark points it out.
And Clark smiles at them and wanders over and starts to pick the lock.
Okay. Roll me sleight of hand.
Thren goes into
28.
Thren goes into fret mode and has gently taken Jude by the arm. Like not like she's dragging them anywhere, but just like she has her hand on their arm, and she's just like, Jude, we don't know the extent of your radiation immunity. You'll be careful, right?
Right. I'll try and get it into, like, this room's gotta be lead-lined somehow, so maybe I can break some of the panels off the wall and make a box out of that.
Why do you say it has to be lead-lined? Because
we're not dead.
Well, it does have a 3-inch thick metal door.
So what you're saying is wrap the door.
Who else is right by the door?
Clark.
Well, Clark and Jude, obviously. And anyone else?
Well, Thren is by Jude.
Osmond is going to go and pull Clark away from the door.
That being said, Thren and Osmond, because you're near the door, your radiation ticker is going off very slightly.
Pulls Clark faster away from the door.
This area is ticking.
Fine.
It's a low amount, but it is more than, you know.
Osmond's not taking chances.
You know,
just take me a sec.
residual area.
No. We keep moving. We do
No,
not need this.
Sure we do. I mean,
It'll
it'll help.
It can stay here.
No,
we
we'll be fine.
can come back for it.
I'll be fine.
Jude sighs and says, "Fine."
We'll get it on the way back.
You may be immune to it, but we don't know, like, just you carrying it with us might cause...
Can you imagine?
Yeah, that's why I was gonna make it a box out of the lead something or other.
Can you imagine a fight breaks out and the container breaks open and this radioactive sludge goes everywhere?
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Look, we'll maybe figure out something about the radioactive whatchamacallit afterwards when we have more time to actually transport it safely. For now, it's not going to be any use in the fight because we're pretty sure whoever we're dealing with is immune to radiation, so...
Actually, if they're a ghoul, they get healed by radiation.
This is what Threndy's saying. So, push on and come back to this later.
Right?
Yeah.
She kisses Jude on the cheek. Your patience is appreciated.
Patient appreciates it.
Oh, that's adorable. Roll me perception.
Oh, God.
Jesus.
Oh, well, I could do that. I got a 21.
I got an 11.
Hang
I got
on.
a 20.
I'm gonna give
I got a rock.
everyone that doesn't have a doesn't have low light vision a -3.
Oh, in which case I got an 18.
Yeah,
Never
just because,
mind that.
well, Jude doesn't nat one, but doesn't really do much else beyond that. Junana. That actually sounds like an actual name, Junana.
That does sound like an actual name.
Junana. Everything else is like obviously like what the hell, but Junana, it sounds like an actual name. I like it.
I see Juana.
So Pulse doesn't see it. Jude doesn't see it. Threnody does see it.
Actually, if it's Juana, Juana might be a better. Whatever.
Well, Juana isn't
Juana.
like Juana? Yeah. Feminine form of Juan. Anyway.
Osmond does not see it. Claire does not see it.
I see
so
it.
the only people that see it
Is it friendly?
Sorry, Clark does not see it. Claire sees it and Threnody sees it. There is what trap should I throw at you right now?
It's friendly. It's a friendly trap. For friends.
Just make it more landmines.
There's a bear trap. There's several bear traps.
Oh, that's
It
alright.
won't hurt me. The fire is friendly.
I'm just gonna go over and I'm just gonna disarm it. Because I'm immune to floor traps.
You're gonna disarm it?
I have immunity to floor traps.
You do not trigger floor traps. That doesn't mean you're immune to floor traps.
Right. That's
yeah,
true.
it-
If you
it
botch
means-
if you roll low enough disarming them, you're gonna get like walking on them is
Yes.
fine.
Yeah.
She's
Since
smarter
they're
than Clark.
rolling survival disarm
roll.
work.
She's
Roll.
just gonna go over and she's just gonna poke it with the butt of Nora.
That's not disarming it. That's triggering it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
that's
but
the
it's
same
a bear
thing.
trap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you are like purposely attempting to trigger it, so it would still trigger. So, okay, I mean, you're just gonna trigger it.
She's just gonna poke the pressure plate of the bear
Cool.
trap with the butt
The
of
bear
Nora.
trap snaps shut, and I actually, because you rolled a 20, you see that there is actually a piece of like wire tied around one side of the bear trap. So when it snaps shut, the wire tightens, and you hear, "Tuk," and I need you to roll me reflexes.
Claire!
This is why you don't just trigger them! Now,
Trinity-
see, I
can
would
Trinity
have
have
shot
seen-
them from a good distance.
I was gonna say,
I
could
mean-
Trinity have seen all this coming? Because she got even higher.
Well, not really, because you're not up on the bear trap, so you don't really like. You can see the thing coming from the ceiling, but you're not next to Claire to like
Okay,
push her out of
well,
the way.
in which case, everyone duck.
Jude hits the ground.
And I would like to point out that the tone of frustration in my voice was in character.
Claire, I need a reflex roll.
I've just accidentally minimized my whole fucking Firefox, so...
Oh no.
I meant to change tabs, but I clicked it too quickly.
Oh no.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
Oh, clicky.
Yeah. You click it and it just minimizes the whole thing, and it's like, alright.
Oh.
No sympathy.
I nat one. So actually what happens is you dive out of the way and this pipe with like half of a saw blade, a circular saw blade welded to it, comes swinging by, and actually as it hits its apex you hear a snap and the pipe breaks off. It's flies away.
Okay,
And
Threnody...
she just leans down, pulls the bear trap open with her foot, and just walks back. That's how you disarm a trap.
Threnody
No, that's triggering a trap.
Threnody gets up.
Triggering, disarming is the same thing.
No,
Claire?
it's not.
Claire,
Clark.
shut the fuck up. You almost got yourself killed too. You and you, she points at Claire and then Clark, are on timeout from anything related to traps, okay? Jude,
Clark rolls his eyes.
you two, timeout corner, go. And she just ushers them back to a safe distance. Doctor's orders, timeout corner. What?
There are
Um,
there are 7 other bear traps littered throughout this like area.
Right,
Clark,
those
would
aren't
you
just bear
use
traps, they
survival
also
disarm
trigger
or-
other mechanisms, so everyone stay back, we're shooting them from a safe distance, okay?
Oswin, what was that?
Would survival help in disabling traps, or is it just...
No.
Okay.
It would be construction.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Like when I revamped the thief, I specifically added construction to disarm traps, to
Okay.
disarm and build traps.
Okay, just wanted to know.
Okay,
Um,
Jude, you are the one who actually has some training in how to, or some expertise in how traps work. Is it best for you to do it up close and personal, or should we just stand all the way back there and shoot them?
Jude backs everyone away, and then it's sort of a wrecked subway tunnel, so are there bits of concrete lying around?
Yes.
Jude picks up a big block of concrete and chucks it at the traps.
Roll to hit.
Alright?
Also, you know, if you just snipped the wire and then disarmed or activated the bear trap, it would be fine. But, you know, throwing concrete is fun anyway. You're trying to hit a stationary target with absolutely no defense, so you hit it. The bear trap
And-
snaps shut, and then, you know, tink, the saw blade comes down.
So it looks like they're all the same thing.
Yeah, it looks like the bear trap is just there to make sure you stand in the right place, and then the bear trap gets you. The saw blade gets you.
Then in that case, Jude will have Claire of the low light vision lead them to each trap, carefully snip the wire, and then just drop something heavy on the trap for it to grip.
Just roll me 2 or 3 construction rolls, and as long as you don't crit fail any of them, you'll be fine, because you know these are easier than if I fail it, I'm going to explode. That's fine.
A.
Nice.
Will
That's
that
fine.
do?
Yes,
All
that's
right.
fine. You can actually take 2 or 3 of them if you want to, but they are kind of cumbersome. I mean, they're bear traps. They're kind of large. You can grab them on the way back, but you can reuse 2 or 3 of them.
Jude lifts it. Jude lifts one of them, hefts it a bit, like testing the weight. Then throws it away and says, "Won't fuck with that till on the way back."
You actually do know that there is Ditz has been wanting to make a power fist using a bear trap.
Jude remembers this and then smirks and says, "Actually, I'm bringing one of these to Ditz."
It just snaps closed over their head.
She's been wanting to play around with one of these.
Threnody comes over and pats Jude on the shoulder. Good work, Jude. Gold star for you. She looks at the others and goes, now what have we learned today?
Clark
Shoot the
doesn't
trap.
say anything.
Alright, pushing on.
Okay, you continue heading down the tunnel. This tunnel has definitely curved to more of a southward path. You Oh. Okay. Roll me perception.
Everyone?
Yep.
God. Fucking.
I also got a rock.
That's an 11.
Oh, thank God, someone got something.
23.
Oh, and that's
Thank
right.
you, Claire.
We have the penalty as well, don't we?
Yeah.
So I got even lower than a 4.
Yeah, you got a 1.
I got a rock.
Yeah. I
tripped
thought
over a
Jude had the
rock.
rock.
I got an
Has
11.
been passed.
Yeah, no. The only people that passed are Claire and Pulse. Actually, hold on. Pulse does not see it because it's actually it's too well hidden. Claire, you're walking you're in the front, right?
Yeah.
You're walking, and there actually seems to be a pattern here where like every like there's a distance every so far there's another trap, but it like alternates between 2 different distances. So there's a pattern to this, and kind of at knee level, you see like it catches you. You see it out of the corner of your eye first. There's like a shimmer of light, and then it's gone, and you take a moment, and there's something like ahead of you, like a few feet ahead of you at knee level, and you can see the dust particles kind of like floating around, and it appears to be some kind of laser tripwire. For your information, this is not considered a floor-based trap.
Yeah, I know. This, considering it's at knee height. It's not on the floor. It's not a floor-based trap. But yeah, she's just pointing that out. That there's a laser tripwire up ahead.
Fantastic.
It's actually kind of hard to see.
You sort of have to look.
Jude, can you disarm it?
Pulse, because you have energy vision, you do see where the source of the laser is.
Oh, okay.
That helps.
But a laser trap.
It's a laser tripwire. You sort of have to look where the dust is sort of shimmering slightly.
Okay, Pulse will point out the source and then have a better look at it.
Yeah, you got your energy vision. You can point it out.
Someone there's a small hole in the wall, not big enough to anyone hide into or anything, but someone has placed a a military grade like laser tripwire in this hole in the wall, and has led a wire off further down the tunnel into the darkness.
Okay. Pulse will point out the wire and ask if anyone could follow it. Also, who is best at disarming this kind of trap?
This could either be science or construction.
So, you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck! You literally...
Pulse just reaches in and pulls it out.
You beat this... I was so... okay.
You were like, science. Better put it like
I'm gonna make
super
this
high
science.
DC.
It wasn't super high for different... It was super high for a different reason. So you disarm it really quickly. Who's following the wire further down the tunnel to see what this thing's connected to?
Osmond can do it.
Okay. Osmond,
I wasn't aware that was a thing we were doing.
I thought someone had mentioned it, but no one was like responding, so that's fine. So yeah, you've disarmed this thing and you can continue on your way. Demon.
Clark would volunteer to follow the wire, but I assume that when and if he does, Threnody is going to say no.
He's just gonna stare at him.
Threnody is
Not bad, I'm just disappointed.
Threnody has revoked trap disabling privileges for both Claire and Clark.
Clark,
These are not allowed to deal with traps.
They have both set off
Clark-
traps. She is maintaining a zero tolerance policy right now.
Clark actually looks quite moody right now, but
Threnody looks equally moody. She has no time for this.
Claire continues to be unfazed.
As you continue down the tunnel, and probably 20 feet away, from the thing, angled at such a position that it's gonna cover most of the area, is a baseball launcher.
A base. It has grenades in it.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's gonna
Thren looks
have
at
grenades,
Jude and says, "Does that fucking thing have grenades in it? Is that what we're dealing with here?"
just gets smacked in the face by, ow, why the hell did I get punched in the face of the baseball? Looks out, ah, shit. Boo!
I want to go home.
Do you actually look in the baseball launcher?
Who are you asking? I mean,
Anybody.
I don't.
Jude will.
You find baseballs.
They're fucking explosive baseballs.
Jude takes one out and gives it a very close examination.
There is a pin at the top.
Thank you.
Jude's going to pocket these baseball grenades.
You find 3 of them.
Awesome.
They are actually surprisingly strong.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
yeah.
Freaking Fallout 4, man. They do 5d10 damage.
Hot damn.
Yeah. And you continue on your way. Actually, now at this point, the tunnel has kind of like straightened out, and I'm going to ask you to roll one more perception check. This is the last one, I swear.
No, I just...
16.
Oh, fuck.
29.
I'm sorry. I keep forgetting my thing.
Never mind.
16.
Not 20.
No, it's fine. I mean, like, look, you got like 16, you're gonna pass. Nat 20, you're gonna pass. 13, not really actually. 12, you're not gonna pass. 17 with the wait, is that with or without the -3?
Without.
Without, so 14, not gonna pass. Pulse, you don't get a penalty, but you still rolled a 13, so you're not gonna pass. So people did pass.
Wait. What was 15?
I'm gonna say 15. You don't have night vision though.
Right. Okay.
So you get a -3, so 12 doesn't pass. But Oswin, no, it doesn't pass.
I don't pass.
Am I the only person to see it again?
I have low light vision.
Oh, you do. That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry. So 16 passes. So Oswin, Threnody, and Claire pass. There is a series of wires that span from one side of the wall to the other. It's not like one wire; it's several of them, but they don't give you any like space to walk through them. They cover the entire like length from one wall to the other.
Question.
Threnody tugs on
What about the
Jude's.
ground?
Yeah.
What about the ground?
What do you mean about them? They're at like ankle level.
Yes.
Threnody
Look at
tug.
something tiny go by.
Oh, like Axel.
Uh-huh.
I
Yes,
mean,
let's throw Axel up the trap, see what happens.
I am going to have Threnody tug on Jude's sleeve and point and go, Jude, what fresh hell is this?
it looks like a simple tripwire. It honestly could be attached to a lot of things.
Jude
It's just
is
a
going.
tripwire.
Jude's going to go push everyone back so they're sort of whatever feels like out of range, and then they're going to pick up another piece of concrete and chuck it onto the tripwire.
Okay, how far away are you?
Jude will step a little closer, but they've gotten people into a reasonable out of range state.
Yeah, so everyone else is fine, is relatively safe, but you... Okay, so you...
Are within a throwing range.
Yeah, roll me a d20, roll to hit.
Alright.
Again, it's a stationary object. It's going to be slightly harder, but not by much. I'm going to say you do it. So you toss a piece of concrete, and it lands on the tripwire, and you hear snap, like the wire snapping, and there's nothing for a moment, and then the wire, like where the wire was, drops from the ceiling a bundle of grenades, and then the two spaces of wires next to them each drop a bundle of grenades. And then the ones next to them drop a bundle of grenades. There's just a wall of grenades dropping from the ceiling.
Is everyone safely far back?
They're going to take like residual damage, not very much. But you, on the other hand, are going to take some damage.
Right.
Threnody wants to run forward and try to push Jude out of the way. Or pull Jude out of the way.
Well, I mean, you don't really have to. Jude's going to take 9 damage, and the rest of you are going to take 4.
It's a character thing.
Oh, sure, go ahead.
Aww.
Roll reflexes, I suppose, because you're like, oh, grenades!
Oh, wait, what's my reflexes? 1. I have 1 reflex.
One reflex.
So you can kind of like pull Jude away from the explosion.
Yeah.
So what you wanting to do? Oh, yeah. Okay. So Jude's gonna take the 4 that you all are. So everyone takes 4 damage.
Jude sighs softly and says, Sorry, I miscalculated how big it'd be. Thank you, Thren.
Yeah. When
I do that a lot.
Yeah, there was like 30 grenades.
Thren is all out of scolding. She is just clinging to Jude at this point. Can everyone please stop all this?
possibly send Axel to go and find the point to disable it.
Threnny is like 300% down.
Thren is whimpering. It's like, can everyone please stop dying?
No one's
Just
dying.
looking around for cameras.
Can everyone please stop almost dying?
I didn't almost die, I was fine.
She just is clinging to Jude. Do you need heart medication?
Jude,
How's your
Jude
heart?
holds. Shall I roll for
Oh,
that?
roll health.
And then Thren's like, how's my heart?
One moment.
Serenity's gonna be the one that needs the heart medication in a minute.
I'll bet.
Ugh.
Ooh, yeah, Jude's not doing well.
Jude cringes and says, Yeah, that was pretty loud.
Come on, come sit down. She just pulls Jude away from the debris and sits them down and starts administering the pills.
Jude will sit down and huff softly.
Next time we're at the Chandri, maybe we can see about getting you a pacemaker.
I don't know what that is, but that's one of them electric heart things, right?
Kind of. We'll have to consult with Wendy about it. She knows more about this shit than I do.
Fair. Jude just hugs Threnody.
She hugs back. Just be careful with that heart, okay?
Only if you do too.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Clark loudly says, "Aww."
Thren just sighs. Right, we should be going.
Jude's gonna hold her hand as they move on.
Oh.
Yep, Thren allows this.
Okay, so you can continue on your way. And you come across something interesting. I heard that. Someone like,
No, actually, I was yawning.
Great.
oh, that's Dawn. Okay.
If it makes you feel better, I don't like interesting things.
Oh.
No one here does.
So, yes, you find something interesting. The tracks themselves appear to run into a concrete wall and suddenly stop. There doesn't appear to be any if the tracks were to end, there would be a buffer, a stopper. There's not. They just end at a wall.
Oh look, someone's been doing some interior design.
There is on the rightmost track, there is a single subway car with what it looks to be about 24 skeletons inside. They are clearly pre-war.
Jesus.
Ah.
Sorry.
They are clearly pre-war. It appears that they died with the bombs. Along the wall on the right side is a doorway, which clearly goes into a tunnel, a hallway that continues further down the track. On the left side, a subway cart has jumped the second to left tracks, veered off over the leftmost tracks, and slammed into the wall on the side of the subway. The wall has caved in on itself and appears to either fall into a natural cavern or another man-made structure of some kind. Either way, it's hollow.
This bodes well.
What do you do? I can give you more information if you want to investigate certain aspects, but it's up to you. Oh, good. Andrew is awake.
I'm not falling asleep. I'm just a bit.
I know, but for the longest time, I couldn't see anything of your head. I'm just I wonder if she's fallen asleep yet.
No, I'm awake.
Okay. So, what do you all want to do?
Help me understand the position we're in. The train tracks clearly stop in an unnatural manner against a wall.
You know what? Roll me history.
All right.
Oof.
I can't roll for crap today.
Oof. Does anyone else want to do that?
Yeah,
Sure.
Why not?
Why not? I've got a 0 in it.
I don't think anyone has good history.
I have a 1.
Actually, I'm going to give Claire a penalty on this one.
17!
18.
Oh, okay, so you both know it. Pulse, no.
Pulse gets a -2.
Pulse also gets a penalty anyway, and so does Oswin. But Oswin still passes. Claire still passes. Claire, apparently you were briefed on this before you came to the city. There is an emergency response to nukes being dropped. It's citywide, and there are several aspects to it. One of which is that the subways are shut down. Carts fail to move, and there are actually concrete barricades that come down and stop people from using the subway stations, subway tracks as transport.
This is one of them.
It also stops, like, if someone was set off a bomb down in the subway station, it wouldn't let the radiation travel. It would also stop, like, people attempting to attack the city from, doing much damage. It would isolate the incident within this one ring. This appears to be one of those things.
Okay, explain to me again what was on the left side.
The left side, a full, like, train, like 3 or 4 cars altogether, has jumped its track, gone over the leftmost track, and slammed into the wall, where it knocked the wall over into what appears to be some kind of cavern or like other man-made structure, but it is hollow and clearly is at least a floor lower than where you are now.
So we got a door on one side and now on the other. Do we want to have maybe some people look at the door, some people look at the cavern-ish thing?
Mm-hmm.
Do we have missing people?
I don't believe so. It's just brain
Quiet.
derp.
Yeah, we're just kind of thinking.
I'm just having a little bit of trouble focusing due to anxiety right now, but if you need
okay.
me specifically, let me know and I'll try and snap myself out of it.
Jude will go wherever's most helpful. I'm just having trouble focusing for no good reason.
Bucky?
Yeah.
Do you want the door or do you want the cavern?
Well, where do you think a stealth character would be most helpful?
I'm just thinking
You might be able if the door's locked.
No, the doors are open. The doors are open, and you can see that it enters into a hallway that continues down along, like, in the direction that the tunnel would be going.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking maybe you could either Claire or Pulse with a flashlight to look down into the cavern to see if there's anything interesting down that way, and then
Maybe
I was gonna head to the cavern anyway.
Alright. Maybe it's a maintenance. The door thing is like a maintenance tunnel.
it might be. I'm just trying to think. Maybe the whole wall going down might be. Hey, let's look at the army of mirelurks.
Yeah, you just open it. You just, like, it slides back up, and there's just, like, all the way down into darkness, just nothing but mirelurks.
You just slowly close it again.
That's
Let's go home.
Let's go and look over there first before heading down the hallway.
We just, like, toss in, like, every explosive we have in the party, then we just close the wall again. Well, we're never going there.
Not dealing with that today.
You just pull out the BFG.
Worth it.
So, who's going to the cavern?
Yes.
Jude will go.
And Jude. Claire and Jude, you head over to the cavern. The opening of this cavern is actually relatively large because, an entire subway car slammed through it. And actually, when you get over there, you can see a faint green glow coming from further down. And you look over, at the bottom of the cavern, which is about 2 stories lower than you are, is a train car, which is probably the one that slammed into it first, like the head of it, slammed into the ground. Around it is pooling water. You don't know how deep it is, but you can see on the edges of the cavern mirelurk egg pods. It's not a huge cavern. It's probably 20 feet wide. There's a couple of things, and you can see, like, okay, that there might are either piles of dirt or mirelurks hiding. You're not sure. You also see what appears to be a barrel of radioactive waste, just kind of perched somewhere. It definitely looks pre-war. It looks like this might have been, like, where they put some radioactive waste, and then the mirelurks came in and nested here.
Calling it
Okay.
now? The thing we're dealing with is half human, half mirelurk. Calling it now!
Yeah.
So we're dealing with mirelurk, man.
Jude looks down and then just says, "Oh, hell no."
Yeah, that looks all kinds of no.
Glowing
awesome.
mirelurk, cool.
Can we just cave this fucker in and forget about it?
By
We
all
can do that
means.
on the way back?
Oh, it looks like there might be some form of like natural tunnel that leads off further, but it's kind of hard to tell at this angle. It might just be empty.
We just want to stop them from being here.
We just want them to stop being here and ideally stop breeding. Yeah.
And kidnapping people.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
still
our
good with
job.
my
Wait,
plan.
wrong game.
I'm still good with the plan of we go in, we kill everything, we leave. Because there is nothing in here that's friendly.
Yeah.
Are you looking at the cavern or no? Were you the door?
I wasn't probably going to go look at the cavern and just try to...
Roll me
help-
nature.
Hello?
Roll nature.
Oh boy.
15. You know, with the kind of trouble that the people have been having around here, and the amount of mirelurks that were chasing you the first night you were here, this is not a big enough breeding patch.
Because I don't think this is the same group.
It might be the same group. It just might be like a patch off from the main group. Like there might not be enough room in wherever the main breeding area is.
This is definitely not all of them.
Don't care. Killing them anyway.
With
Aw,
what?
son
With
of a
explosives. Not now, but you
Oh,
know,
okay.
at some
I was
point.
gonna say. Well, like I totally believe that you would jump down there and start shooting everything, but there's literally a barrel of radioactive waste.
fuck
I don't
no,
think
no.
you're gonna live long enough.
She's not gonna go down there, no. She's gonna get Jude to throw explosives in there. But not
Yeah,
now.
we're caving this whole place in once we're done with it.
We're just gonna cave this whole subway in.
So that's what you see. While that's happening, who was checking out the door?
I would like to say right now that Threnody is not going in either place. She is staying outside, ready to start running towards whoever yells out in pain first.
Okay, so Clark's at the door. Oh my god, that means Clark's the only one checking out the door. So Clark, you check out the door and you kind of like look in, and there's also a faint green glow as you approach. You kind of lean in, and it's just a hallway, like a maintenance tunnel, coming from here to what appears to be the other side of the wall. You do see glowing fungi on the walls, and there's definitely some kind of like branching hallway or alcove in the middle of this tunnel. But beyond that, unless you go into the tunnel itself, that's all you're gonna see.
He is going to step away from the door, go back to Thren, and tell her what he saw.
Oh, Christ. We should go check it out further, huh?
Guess so.
Let's just check on what the others are doing. I'd like to stay together if we can.
Yeah.
So you go to the cavern like hole, and that's what you see.
This looks nice.
Guys?
When we're done, we're blowing this place to hell.
That's fine. Clark's found a passageway.
That's good, because we ain't going this way.
Yeah, we are definitely not going that way.
Your pragmatism
Thank
is...
you kindly, Clark.
Threnody looks around and says, yeah, your pragmatism is appreciated.
Clark smiles very slightly and shrugs at the thank you kindly.
I'm going to give Clark a big hug.
Oh.
Oswin, I already told you I'm fine.
I know. I just want to give you a hug.
She's expressing her affection, Clark. I hear people in love do that sometimes.
I mean, yeah, I hug her a lot too, but like she's been hugging me a lot because she thought I was gonna die, and I didn't, and I'm fine.
Yeah, she does think you're fine. That's why she's hugging you.
Clark winks.
I said she thinks you're fine, not I do.
Clark hugs Oswin.
Alright, let's go check out this area.
Alright. Do I need to roll stealth again if I'm gonna have him go sneaky sneak mode?
Sure.
Also, Hatter, what are the dimensions of this passageway like?
It's like a normal hallway.
Alright, that's cool.
Yeah. It's not, I mean, I know that some tight spaces can definitely trigger, Threnody, but I mean, it's like a normal hallway, so.
Yeah, that's fine.
Clark, you're stealthed.
Mostly I'm just good. Mostly I'm just trying to make sure I don't forget that Threnody has claustrophobia, because I have done that in the past.
I've been keeping it in mind, though.
Thank
you. Yeah, like these train cars might be a little bit too much.
Yeah, Threnody probably wouldn't get on onto a train car.
I'd be trying to remember Clark's kleptomania, but it hasn't really come up.
Yeah, no, I mean, for the last couple of, weeks, you haven't really been anywhere that stealing something would warrant anything. So...
Does he have any weird shit in his pockets now, though?
A tiny pair of pants.
Are they ferret-sized pants?
Stole them off one of the dolls from the house.
Oh my god.
Oh, anyway, so you're stealthing?
Come on, Axel. Yes.
And are you going to, go down the hallway?
I suppose so, but with the group, not by
Oh,
himself.
okay. So you're just stealthing, just stealth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like he's
So who's all going to the door? Everybody?
I guess so.
Cool. Everyone with Pip Boys, the moment you get, like by the door, tick, 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 by this doorway, it is a +2 rads per second.
Threnody is going to start handing out Rad-X.
Clark pops it.
Same.
She says,
Cool.
I know it tastes awful, but it's going to help.
Oh, no. Rad-X just tastes kind of chalky. Rad-Away tastes like rotten...
Well, but Rad-Away is an injection. How can that taste so certain way?
Oh, that's right. It does. That's right.
That's why I got confused when I was injecting.
Rad-X does taste like rotten orange juice. My bad. I totally forgot that.
It tastes weird because people decided to drink it before they figured out they could inject it.
No, I mean, when you're craving for that next rush, you'll do anything.
When you really need to get rid of the rads, you'll just chug it.
Oh,
Has
God.
Clark done Radaway before?
Jude just says,
Probably.
I don't need one.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so you...
Oh.
Hold on to it just in case.
I was going to say, can I say that I took some Rad-X from the cart? Because I only seem to have 2, and I think Threnody would have probably stocked up from the cart before they headed in.
Let me just real quick so I can subtract that.
Yeah.
Yeah, just, can you just, take 10 out of the cart and I'll put 10 in mine? And then take away
the 5 that you're going to be using?
Basically, Thren retroactively takes 10 Rad-X out of the cart, please, thank you.
That's fine. I mean, all things considered, I think that would be, in line with what's about to happen.
And I've just
so you
used
take
6 of
Rad-X.
them.
Yeah. So, why not 5?
I mean 5. I'm not forgetting that Jude is immune.
No, that's perfectly fine. I was just maybe you know something I don't. I don't know. Maybe I'm just asking. By the way, Andrea, what was the other pet that you're taking with you besides Axel?
Kevin.
I took Rex and
I heard
Kevin.
Oh, you can have 2 at the same time.
Yeah.
Cool. Rex is gonna need a Radaway.
Oh, well, then, there you go, 6.
So 6.
What about Kevin?
Kevin's
Kevin
evil.
seems oddly fine.
Of course,
Kevin
Kevin's immune to radiation.
Kevin is immune to radiation.
I'm not
out of
surprised by
pure
this.
Spite.
Not surprised.
Kevin is immune to radiation by pure spite. He's so evil,
Yep.
the rads move away from him.
Yep. Fucking wires.
He's like, fuck off. Yeah, Kevin seems fine. Kevin is like whatever.
Kevin don't give a fuck.
Yeah, no. I remind you, mutated animals are immune to radiation, so it might be that Kevin's mutated. I don't know. This might be a thing. Anywho, so yes, you take 50% less rads for the next while. So do you all get into the hallway?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Okay then. So you all step into the hallway. Are you walking or are you like booking it through this hallway?
Clark
Jude will
is,
go whatever pace the rest of the party goes.
Clark is gonna want to hustle, but if the others aren't, then he's gonna stick with the party.
Osmond is going to be trying to look for anything suspicious, but keep it moving.
Keep it moving?
Keep it moving.
So like general walk or booking it?
Not necessarily.
I'm gonna
booking it, but-
suggest a brisk walk.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
don't want to bumble. This place is chock full of traps. We don't want to
Bumble.
barrel into any of them. I don't know, man. I'm tired.
Stumble.
We don't want to run, but we don't want to walk.
So as you're walking, literally this like 60-foot hallway, as you're walking down it, your pit boys are freaking out.
Jude just looks back and says, "All right, everybody get out." And Jude's going to move forward and look for the source of the radiation.
Yeah, like you like got maybe, let's see, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you got like 12 feet in, and your rads are going like 6 rads a second. So like it was going incrementally up by feet. Jude, you start heading down the hallway, and literally halfway down, you find the alcove or / hallway, and it's just 3 barrels of radioactive sludge, and one of them has been tipped over, and it's leaking out.
That'll explain it.
Yeah, even though you're immune to it, you still feel like that the skin like the skin just
tingling.
like the tingling going over you. It's just
Yep.
you just feel dirty.
Jude calls back, "Okay, yeah, you guys are going to want to stay out."
So what are we supposed to do?
I don't know.
Is there any way you can move them?
Is there?
Wait, what did y'all who passed that history roll?
I did.
What did y'all roll on?
I had rolled
A 16?
No, it was trying to find it because it was when I rolled 17.
I think
A 17?
I think the combat roll may have happened while I was AFK. May I roll it?
Yeah, roll history.
History.
I think I passed as well.
Yeah, I know you both passed. I was just trying to see what you passed with. I know it's high,
Oh,
so I'll probably give it to you.
My history is bullshit, but let's just try anyway.
Nat 20, come on.
That's an
Nope.
11.
Yeah, you don't really know.
How bad
So
do
I believe both of you passed well enough to know that there is an emergency manual override, but it's always on the inside ring. So, and since you're going from like ring 12 to ring 11, it's going to be on the other side of the concrete, where this tunnel supposedly leads.
I guess I wouldn't know how thick the concrete is, would I?
No, that was not something that came up.
The only thing I can think of is possibly having Pulse do a Jedi thing with.
Oh no, anything beyond that concrete wall, it's too thick. I mean, Pulse is good, but she's not that good.
Yeah, I don't think Pulse can.
There's a limit.
Pulse. What were you thinking of her doing?
You know how like Jedis can stick their lightsaber through things and just cut a hole?
Yeah.
It'd be really slow, but they can cut a hole. I was thinking of doing that with Pulse. It's not gonna
Yeah,
work.
Well, Jude is
Pulse
immune
has
to
a-
radiation.
Pulse has
Remember
a plasma cutter at best, which would only go through thin layers of metal and really slowly.
This
So-
is thick concrete.
Yeah.
Probably reinforced with metal somewhere in the core. So
Mhm.
it is designed so that a nuke won't destroy it.
So how's Jude gonna get rid of this shit?
Well, Jude, you do see that, the hallway does continue on, and there does appear to be a doorway at the end of the hallway.
Can I just check? Are we maybe sending Handy with June because Handy doesn't suffer from radiation poisoning?
That's right. Handy
Yep.
Handy can come with Jude.
That could
All
work.
right.
Can I tell Jude this information over the comlink?
That's fine. Yeah.
Oh, so the comlink works at close range deep down?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
In
good.
fact, it is gonna have a little trouble getting through that concrete wall. It'll be gonna be pretty gobbled, but you might still be able to hear.
Jude, if you can get to the other side of this wall, possibly down through that hallway, we might be able to lift this barrier so we can go.
I genuinely didn't hear that. What's up?
Jude, if you can get through to if you can get on the other side of this barrier, possibly through that hallway, we can possibly lift the barrier up.
Lift the barrier up?
Yes.
Oh, I see. And Jude's going to walk further down the hallway.
Okay. I'm just keeping tally of everyone's radiation. So you continue down the hallway. One moment. Ooh, it's not looking good. Anyway, you continue down the hallway and you get to the door, and the door is actually closed. Do you want to open it?
Yeah.
Okay, so it does that thing where the sides fold away and the door slides up, and the carapace of a mirelurk falls into the tunnel.
What the fuck? Is it just the carapace or an actual mirelurk?
It's like the body of a mirelurk, but it has been dead for a while.
Jude's gonna kick it out of the way.
Actually, this entire tunnel, there appears to be like 30 bodies of mirelurks in this tunnel.
Fantastic. Jude will climb up and over them and look for a remove the barrier type thing.
Roll perception.
All right.
Yeah, Dally says, I'm glad V's not here to see this. Yeah, it's a mirelurk massacre. You rolled a 10? No. Yeah, okay. You see a door on the other side of the other side of the tunnel, of the subway. And there's actually what appears to be like a hollowed out section of bodies right up against the barrier, like where they were all like pressing into before they died.
Meaning,
Did they die? Did they die in a crush?
Whatever, they were all like flooding towards this one section, and something was keeping them from getting to this like 5-foot circle. Because like everywhere else is just covered in bodies. This 5-foot like half circle up against the barrier is clear of mirelurk bodies.
Jude looks at the 5-foot circle and is going to try to walk into it.
There is like up against the wall a body, a skeleton. In one hand wields a trident, and it is actually currently pierced through the faceplate of a mirelurk. He's wearing the equivalent of plate mail, and emblazoned on the chest is a flaming torch with 2 swords crossing over it.
I might be wrong, but isn't that the sigil of the order?
Yes, it is.
Jude is going to arch their eyebrows, sort of pry the sigil and the trident away from the guy.
The sigil's kind of like etched into his breastplate.
Oh, Jude will take the breastplate then.
Okay.
And presumably, is Jude able to find the thing to the barrier? Sorry, my brain is just everywhere today.
There is the door on the other side of the aisle of the subway.
Okay. Jude will go through that door.
You open up the door. The sides fold away. The door slides up. And you can see there's like a light still on in this room, and on the right wall you can see this like massive panel of like buttons and dials and like pressure gauges, kind of things like that. And there's a big red lever that like just screams
pull the lever, Kronk.
That just screams objective.
Jude will look around the lever and just see if it obviously leads to anything trappy looking.
Actually, as you enter this room, you hear someone go, "Oh, hi." Up against the wall. Either this room is like really just kind of smashed up and like in pieces. This room appears to be like right next to where the cavern is on the other side. There's up against the wall. There's like a woman. She's wearing a like a maintenance one-piece maintenance outfit. She's like pierced through the body 4 or 5 times with rebar. One of her legs is straight gone. Another part of her is like crushed with concrete blocks that has fallen down on top of her. She has been ghoulified, and one of her arms is like outreached and is crushed by more debris. It appears that she was reaching out to hit the lever, but is too far away to do so.
You've seen better days.
Hi.
Hi. Can you say anything else?
She just looks at you and blinks. Like she's like a little bit surprised, I suppose. The name on her jumpsuit says Gloria. Gloria.
Oh, Gloria. And Jude just slowly says, Gloria, huh?
She blinks. Oh, yes.
Okay,
then,
so you can say more than just hi.
And then something snaps in her head, like, oh, she realizes something, and she like freaks out for a moment. Oh, the lever! You have to hit the lever! And she starts trying to reach the lever again.
What's gonna happen when I do?
It'll let up the barrier. There's people on the other side. They need to come through.
I don't think that's gonna work, but sure. And Jude's going to pull the lever.
Okay. You pull the lever. It's one of those like big like all the way to the top, all the way to the bottom levers. And as you do, you hear. It's like the sounds that you hear when you activate the opening door to the vault, where just the gears start grinding. Everyone on the other side of the wall, you just hear the massive metallic grinding. And actually, as you do, if you look over at the cavern, you can see that there's like rocks falling down from the ceiling down to the bottom of it. And the entire wall starts shaking and shuddering and then slowly grinding up into the ceiling.
Well, if they didn't know we're here, if they didn't know we were here, they do now.
It's loud. It's loud. It's like you gotta cover your ears loud. It's deafening.
Jude is going to try and pry Gloria off of all of the things that are sticking through her.
She's like severely impaled on this stuff. There's actually what appears to be a piece of rebar sticking through her chest, roughly where her heart would be.
Jude cringes and says, okay, maybe that should stay in for right now, but, Would Jude be able to get her, like, so that they could move her? Is that at all possible?
It would be kind of tough. You would need, like, something that could cut through rebar and concrete and several other things.
Jude frowns. I won't get you out of here.
She blinks. Oh, hi.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try and help you. I'm gonna be gone for a little bit. Is that alright?
Okay.
And Jude is going to walk back out and see where
As you're leaving, you can actually hear a shout. The lever! The lever! You have to hit the lever! Pull the lever!
I did. It's okay. I did. I pulled it.
Oh.
Alright. You see that the lever's down now?
She still shouts about it for a little while, then goes quiet.
Jude's gonna walk back over to her and say, Gloria.
Blink, blink, blink.
Do you see the lever?
She looks over the lever.
Do you see how it's down now and not up?
You can almost see the gears in her head turning. They're very slow, and they're getting the cobwebs and the dust off. And then there's just like a monkey wrench in there, and she just looks at you and goes, "Oh, hi."
Ooh. Can you read, Gloria?
Yes?
Jude is going to basically carve into the wall right above the lever. Don't worry, it's been pulled.
She looks at it and like is blink, blink, blink. Now do you walk away?
Yeah.
Okay. So the people on the other side of the wall, as it comes up, you see, as I've described, just a mirelurk massacre, and it appears that there was a lone soldier of the Order of the Sacred Flame that had defeated them all, but died doing so.
Jude shows them the trident and the armor and says, I think I want to bring this back to Zeke.
Throndy is just staring at the massacre. What in the ever-loving fuck?
This guy's a badass.
Claire and Clark, roll me construction or streetwise.
Why was a lone order member down here?
Oh, he's been dead a while. You can just tell from looking at the body. He's been dead a while.
The question
thank
still,
goodness Streetwise.
The question
Well,
still
I don't know.
stands. Like, Throndy can see he's been down there a while. She still wants to know what the hell was an order member doing down here by himself.
Claire, you know this trident is of great quality. That's all you can tell. Clark.
Will there be... Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Will there be a way for me to get Threnody to the ghoul
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, it's easy.
without her being radiationed on?
Yeah, the wall's up now, so they can easily continue down the tracks.
Okay, sorry, I'm just having a little trouble understanding stuff. But
fine.
in that case, Jude will lead Threnody to the ghoul, but go on with this scene.
Clark, you know, looking at the stride, that this is a piece of master blacksmithing. because you've been, at least you know the basics of blacksmithing. You know that building anything out of one piece of metal is nearly impossible. Like your swords were not built out of one piece of metal; they were built out of at least 3 different pieces, and then kind of put all together. This trident is built from a single solitary piece of metal, good quality metal, like they gone out of their way to find the best quality metal they could, and then started the forging there. It's all built from one piece, and this thing is like perfectly balanced. It is shined to a sheen, and it's looking at the head of the trident. You can actually see that they're not rounded; they're triangular shape.
Oh.
Which you know, if you, I'm not sure. What's your medical?
-5.
Ooh, never mind. Which is unusual. You don't know what that's about. That's fine. But also there's like just almost like you looking over it, you wouldn't even notice. But there's just these tiny barbs along the edges of the prongs, so that as you pull away, it just rips away. This thing is just a masterpiece of devastation. A prong deals a D10 plus D8 plus D6.
Oh,
damn.
jeez.
That's a prong. Each prong does that. With a, I don't have the exact numbers in front of me, but with a massive chance to bleed 3d4.
Good.
Each prong. So you just stab once, and if the thing's not dead yet, it'll die soon.
Is it a 2x3 fork?
A 2x3 fork?
Yeah, 2 ends.
Ellen, you're being a dork.
Oh. Oh, okay. No, it is not.
Giant
Actually,
dingle hopper.
there is a the end of the trident is like is thinned out and sharpened to a point, but it is not a 2-ended trident.
I repeat, a giant dingle hopper.
Nice.
A giant dingle hopper.
Just making a Little Mermaid reference.
No, she knows what a trident is.
Yeah, but oh yeah, because King Triton had one.
Right.
It still looks like a giant dinglehopper though.
Oh yeah. That's fair enough. I don't get why she didn't just name them mini tridents then.
Because
Because
that's
she
not
was
as
talking
funny.
to the seagull.
To the freaking seagull.
Yeah, the
Oh,
seagull
that's
said
right.
it.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
And
yeah,
she'd
that
rather
makes-
trust a seagull over her dad.
Okay.
Yeah, but her dad
Um,
didn't know what the tiny version was called, did he?
So,
It's a tiny trident.
Clark, you looking over this piece, yeah. Whoever this guy, and also because you've been around the order and seen how they work, you can basically tell the rank and level of skill of a order member by the quality of their weapon, because they're all made by that person. This guy was up there. He might have been an archangel.
Clark looks impressed and he goes, "That's a pretty badass weapon, guys."
He might have been a father, actually. It all depends, but he was up there. Also, I mean, do you point any of this out to anybody?
Yeah. He, tells the group, exactly how fucking badass this weapon is.
Threnody. You know that it being triangular shape means that it's nearly impossible to stitch back up.
That's all well and good, but Thren's not here right now.
Oh, that's right. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oswin, you know that.
I was gonna what?
Because you know that a blade being triangular shaped means it's nearly impossible to stitch back together.
Well.
Yeah, so this thing destroyed. Back in the room, Jude and Threnody. As you walk in the room, you hear, "Oh, hi."
Oh,
Oh.
hello.
my heart.
This here's Gloria.
Hi.
Blink, blink.
Hi, Gloria. My name's Threnody.
Hi. And she tries to reach out with her right arm, which is still pinned. She doesn't appear to realize that it's pinned down. She's clearly trying to move it.
Oh, just hold on a sec there. Gloria, can I ask you, are you in any pain right now?
No. Why?
Oh, just checking. Standard procedure. I'm here doing medical checkups.
Oh, so you're from corporate? Okay.
Yeah.
Everything's fine here. Keep my place neat and tidy. And snaps. The lever! She turns to it. She pauses. Oh. She looks at it. She turns back to you.
Hunter,
Oh,
how
hi.
dare you?
Hi.
Dare you, Hunter?
Hi, Gloria. We've met before. Do you remember me?
I'm sorry. No. I must have terrible memory.
No, don't worry about it. It's all fine. Hatter, what the fuck can I do for this woman?
Miracle worker?
You utter bastard. Yeah, I mean, what can I do? Can I miracle worker this? Can I serum this?
Oh God.
Jude
I'm
just
glad. I'm so
Jude
happy.
just gives Threnody a long, sad look.
Threnody looks heartbroken again and is having flashbacks to Emily and is hoping against hope she doesn't have to put another one out of her fucking misery.
There was actually a moment, well, because I knew Jude would be the only one to walk through this and be able to make it here and wouldn't be able to talk with the rest of the group, that there was wires that had collapsed in on her, and so if you pulled the lever, the massive amount of power necessary to run the generators to lift the wall would go through her. And so the question was, sacrifice this ghoul's life, who's clearly not there, or go through the hallway.
But you took away that sadistic choice.
Yeah, I did. Because I'm like, that's
bad even for you.
Yeah, I'm like,
good call. God. Good call, man.
Like, I'm all about those bad, like, hard decisions, but that just seems too cruel.
That's just even too masochistic.
Because I feel like the party would actually go through the hallway.
We would have gone through the fucking hallway, yeah.
It fucking killed you.
Anyway.
Like, I'm just looking at Jude's radiation levels and, oh, God.
Is Jude radioactive enough to start infecting the others?
No, God, no.
Okay, cool.
Let me just say that is easily past the 500 mark.
I'm waking up, I feel it in my bones.
Sorry, it's easily past the 700 mark. I misread that.
Oh boy.
Radioactive.
Yeah, you would actually have a major radiation poisoning right now if you were affected by radiation.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so what can you do to save this woman? Well, here's the issue. If you get her off the wall, she's going to die because she's pierced in so many different places that I know ghoul physiology is like incredibly durable, but pulling something out of somebody's heart is a good way to have them die.
Or indeed a bad way to have
miracle
them die.
Worker.
Yeah.
And she might actually be, because her head kind of turns in a weird way. She actually might be pierced through the head or the neck or somehow.
And that might be affecting her brain? Her memory?
Possibly, but also this isn't, like, she's definitely slipping into feral ghoul territory here. She's stuck on the same, like, this thing needs to happen. This is the only thing that's keeping me, from going feral now.
Okay, and that's kind of how we found Mr. Bubbles, and Threnody managed to use the serum on him. Basically, Threnody isn't able to fully reverse ferality, but she can bring back ghouls on the cusp of it, it seems, based on previous experience.
There's two issues here. It costs a miracle worker to make the serum that does this.
Obviously.
It also will cost a miracle worker to get her off the wall without her dying.
Well, I'll
the
use.
last issue.
There is at some point a thing I can take that lets me use Miracle Worker twice, but I don't
Would you
have
like
that.
my opinion?
Sorry.
The other issue is. Sorry, what was that?
Would
Bucky?
you like my option?
What was
I
your
mean,
option?
my opinion, rather.
Well, here's another thing too: is are you willing to give your only miracle worker for today to this woman that you don't know,
Yes.
even though you are about to knowingly fight a
Yes.
mirelurk queen?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry, it's
I should-
Trinity. Yes. Fucking
I should have seen
yes.
that coming. I should have seen that coming. That's fair. So,
What was
is
your thought,
Clark's
Bucky?
opinion?
My thought is that if we get her off the wall now and keep her with us and take care of her, then we can use Miracle Worker again later to recover her.
Which would work in character as well. Throndy would need time to prep the serum. So if we use Miracle Worker now, get her free, get her stable, keep her with us, and then oh god, we can't take her into battle. Fuck.
Well, what's your medical?
12.
12. So it would also occur to you that if you take her away from this room, she might, whenever something reminds her of it, she might try and run back to this room to pull the lever.
Trinity's thought is to get her free, but leave her here until we come back for her.
There is another option of what might happen. Is that with the lever no longer in sight, the need to pull the lever won't happen, and thus she would slip further into being feral.
Okay, so I can basically tell that the lever is the only thing keeping her sane right now.
Basically, it appears that her entire, especially what Jude heard her say, it appears that her entire reason for coming in here and being impaled into this wall and going through a hallway of radiation was to lift this wall up to save that train full of people that you saw. And they didn't make it.
Hunter, how dare you?
Fucking tragic ghouls. You
No,
wait until one day I'm gonna run a game with Blackjack and Hooker, Tragedy.
Actually, the sad thing is, they would have died even faster. For those of you that have been, like, that aren't from vaults, they would have died faster. You know that the center of the city is where a nuclear bomb had been detonated, so the closer you get to the center is more radiation. They hadn't realized this and was trying to get to the center where they would be safe, which is actually where the radiation was.
So they would have died anyway.
Yeah.
Hunter, I'm so mad at you.
Her heroic gesture to save these people would have just had them die faster.
I don't care. She was trying her best. Okay, Trinity is going to take Jude off to one side and say, I think we can help her. I think it's not guaranteed, but I might be able to get her free without killing her. However...
There is one more option. Doing it in the reverse. Curing her first and then getting her off the wall.
That seems like a bad idea.
No, I'm not doing that. No.
Okay.
She says to Jude, this may sound heartless, but the only thing keeping her alive right now is trying to get to the lever. If I free her, she can do that, and she can realize that the purpose that she has had for the past 200 years has been completed. She will have nothing left in her mind to hold on to. She will very quickly go the rest of the way to being feral. She's already on the cusp, and I can bring her back, but not if she goes full feral.
Oh, hi.
Hi, Gloria. I'm just here from corporate. We're just doing some inspections, okay?
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it's fine. All my records are in my office.
That's great. Thanks, Gloria. You're doing a great job. She looks back at Jude and she just... she's so devastated about this. She's so mad at someone called Hunter and she doesn't know why.
And you came here expecting to kill the Milo Queen, not tragedy.
No, we were expecting tragedy, just different tragedy. Okay. Threnody, she looks up at Jude and she says, It's heartless, but I think we have to leave her here until we come back. I can get her out, but if we leave her free, there's no telling what trouble she could get into, and if we take her with us and she loses sight of the lever, she forgets what her purpose is, she goes feral, and I can't save her.
Jude nods slowly. Is it alright that I left the message there? That won't make her go feral, will it?
I don't think so, because she keeps forgetting about it.
Oh, hi.
Hi!
Jude is gonna go over and softly musk Gloria's hair. And
She has very thin hair, if any at all.
Jude says, "Hey, we gotta go check up on some other folks, alright?
Okay.
You just stay here and keep doing your job. You're doing a good job at it."
Of course. Oh, the lever! Oh.
Gloria?
Yeah.
Oh, hi!
Hi. I just wanted to tell you, what you did, coming in here to pull the lever. You're very brave, okay?
And as you can see, you did a real good job at it.
Are they okay?
Oh God. Hunter, I'm crying.
We think so, Gloria, but can you hold on and wait for us to come and report back to you? We have to go and do some more surveys and figure out exactly what happened, but then we'll be able to come back to you and give you a full report. Oh, hi.
I'm gonna roll a d20 here.
Shit. She's gonna go feral. She's gonna go fucking feral.
Blink. Hey, wait a minute. You're not from corporate.
What?
Oh? What makes you say that?
No, this is all wrong. What? The lever! She turns back to the lever. Oh.
Like I said.
Oh, hi!
I told you, you got this.
Yeah, you got this, Gloria. We'll be back later, okay? Fuck you.
I write sins, not tragedies.
Oh my God.
Gonna give you
Eat a dick.
Gonna give you a whole bowl full of noodles for this.
I had a like because you said you were from corporate, and then brought up the fact that she was trying to save people, and the only reason she would save people is she knows the bombs dropped and radiation was happening, right? So I was like, I rolled a d20 to see if she connected the two. I was like, wait a minute, you can't be from corporate.
Corporate's dead.
No, this is all wrong. What's going on? The lever. And then just like, oh, the lever's fine. Okay, reset. Oh, hi.
She Dory.
Oh God, that's fine.
She's Dory, guys. She's a tragic Dory.
She is a little. Dory is a tragic Dory.
I mean, even more tragic.
True.
Oh my God! From now on, like whenever you see her, you're a brand new person to her. She's never seen you before, but you're so awesome and so cool. She just likes you immediately. Oh, I hurt now.
Good.
You did this, you asshat.
I did do this, and I regret nothing.
My own game with tragedy and heartbreak. Okay, so yeah, Threnody leaves the room.
Now, out of character, just messing with the mechanics, there is a way you can do this. You can flavor it as while you're traveling, you're preparing the serum, and then come back here around midnight in game.
Oh.
Give her the serum as a miracle worker, and then when the clock moves over to the next day, do miracle worker again.
I would quite like to do that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I like that. Thank you.
I've had players cheese the mechanics by always going into the dungeon around midnight.
But we're not intentionally cheesing. This was This is you being a merciful DM.
Yes.
Because you hurt yourself in your confusion.
Give it the ultimate, like, you can get to continue your quest, but then, Also, don't
Yes.
forget you have the radios to talk to Dom.
Yeah, although he said to maintain radio silence unless we needed to tell him something.
Yeah.
And I don't think we need to tell him about Gloria.
No, but maybe the body of one of his, one of the members is.
Oh shit! Right.
Well, we will tell
That's
him
still
that,
not
but
emergency.
Yeah, it's totally important.
we are
Yeah.
going to tell him, but we don't need to break radio silence to do so.
Yeah, it's not an emergency.
Yeah, I tend to think break radio silence if there's a life-threatening situation or we have to warn them about a potentially life-threatening.
We found the queen!
It's like, good news and bad news, guys. Good news is we found the queen. Bad news is, see above.
The good news is we found the queen. The bad news is we found the queen.
Shit, wait, oh, there's vault members. Okay, yes.
Okay.
What do you mean?
I was just thinking, do any of them have boys or pip box? And then I thought, oh, yeah, of course they do.
2 of them do.
Well, also, it's probably a good idea whenever going out in the field that they carry Geiger counters. It's probably just a good idea in general.
Right.
Because, I bet some of the things that they fight give off radiation, so might be a good idea.
And Dom had, Radaway and Radex in his medkit, right?
Yes.
Good.
Who?
Dom. Anyway.
So, with that, the oh my god, the oh hi will never be the same for any of you.
Fuck you.
Oh hi!
Can I help you?
That was so much more tragic than I was thought it would be.
Funny how that turns out, isn't it?
Yeah! I love it! Oh god, I loved it when all
Hi, you asshole.
Oh hi.
And I would like to just double check before we leave Gloria. Is Threnodi's assessment correct that Jude's note on the wall is not going to bring her closer to virility?
It doesn't seem to, because she has to wrench her head to the side to look at the lever, and that's when she sees the message.
Okay.
Normally she's looking ahead, which is she'd be looking ahead. Oh, the lever, turn. Oh, okay, turn away, and the whole thing resets, and then she just is
we're
there
good.
for a while.
We're good.
Yeah, it'll keep her from trying to yank herself to reach the lever, but honestly, it wasn't doing much in the first place. And I think that you all walking back out of the room into the massacre of mirelurks. I think that's a good place to end the session.
That's fine.
We still haven't killed the queen.
That's fine.
We haven't even seen the queen yet. We haven't even seen a mirelurk.
You haven't even seen a live mirelurk yet, yeah.
Is there even a queen? Are there even Yeah, no, we know there's mirelurks.
Are there even alive mirelurks?
And obviously someone's in these tunnels because those traps did not set themselves.
Or maybe they did.
There's ghosts.
Oh, it's a haunted subway tunnel that sets traps by itself?
It's a haunted subway
Absolutely not.
Feeling that.
It's the evil counterpart to the friendly house.
Look, I think I've hit my quota of
Haunted things.
Haunted buildings.
Of magic and pseudo magic bullshit in this game.
Indeed.
Nah.
I mean, every Fallout game has them, but I think I've hit my quota.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's alright.
Shall we stop the stream?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Oh shit! Almost forgot. Sorry. I am really off the ball today.
We are all kind of tired.
Thank you all for playing with me. Thank you, Hunter, for DMing, and thank you, Dally, for streaming.
And thank you everyone for joining us. Take care and good night.